Good evening and welcome to the the Sladies channel presentation of the Couriers to the Crying Castle. I am your DM this evening, Amanda Dongatti. And we have our players here. If you guys don't mind introducing yourselves, let's start with Jill.
Hi, I'm Jill. I will be playing Thelma tonight, and she is an inquisitive rogue.
Pen.
Hi, I'm +1 Pen of Smiting, and I'll be playing Valerie Candlecusp. He's a halfling, medium well, grave cleric.
Love it. Nick.
I will be playing Elijah. He is a high elf diviner wizard, and yes, as you said, my name is Nick.
Kevin, and you are muted.
Oh yeah, now I'm unmuted. Hi, so I'm Kevin. My name is Nick. Wait, no, that was Nick's line. So I'm playing Miriatis Socorbel, but we just call him Murray, who is a what is he after all? He's a copper dragonborn barbarian.
Excellent. Before we get started, this is one I do want to let you players all know that this is one of the ways I wanted to say thank you, because each one of you has, in your own way, whether directly or indirectly, helped the Sladies channel throughout our campaign. So this is my thank you to you for letting you in this one shot. I allowed it. Yes, no, maybe. Anyway, if you all are ready to begin. So our party, who had just finished a trivial job before from a village not too far away, let's go ahead and get a perception check from everybody. Mike.
21.
Oh, no, okay.
19.
A 19. What do you have?
I got a 21.
Okay, 21. So, Pen, you with the lovely nat 1, because you all are traveling up a trail on the mountainside. It's kind of a cliff trail. You kind of look back from the direction you guys came. It is sunset, and you notice from far away a very long, flaming plume of smoke that travels for miles. And you recognize that from the village that you guys had just left, from the previous job that you guys had just finished.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was you guys supposed to know when you were hired to get rid of possessed scarecrows? When you set the scarecrow on fire, it would catch the crops on fire and then set the halflings neighborhood ablaze. Hey, if those halflings didn't want their houses on fire, then they shouldn't have built them out of flammable materials. But fortunately, you guys were all paid in advance. Evan, on the way up, you actually managed to look up. You do see a town before you, but you also see up above that town, on a canyon, on a cliffside far above, what looks like a ruined castle, and you can barely make out the faint sounds of what you believe to be kind of crying or whistling sounds. As the sun begins to set, you guys continue on up this mountain trail, probably worried that a pissed off posse of halflings is searching for you. And you do come across a rundown old hunting town. You can't make out the sign. It's old. The paint is chipped off. Some of the letters have fallen off. As far as you know, it has 4 letters in its name, and they're all vowels. So as you enter in, you see in the middle, because the building itself is in the shape of a horseshoe. They're all run down, broken windows, a couple people here and there sweeping, kind of keeping to their business. A fountain in the middle covered with vines. Off to one side, right next to a tavern, you see 3 deer strung up on a rack. A couple gentlemen, dwarves, cleaning them, skinning them. But they also have at the base of the deer like plates, as though they're collecting the blood. And next to the town, adjacent to it, is a building that's just in shambles. But the tavern itself is the gambling pit. What do you do?
I'm so glad that we've come to this gorgeous AEIOU. So let's just head in. Nothing behind us. We're moving forward.
You think it's pronounced
moving.
IU?
That's what the sign said.
Yeah, I think it might be IU or AU. I'm not sure what the local dialect is.
They talk
So you guys,
funny.
so what do you guys decide to do?
Well, we come into this lovely town. Where you want to stop? Because I would suggest that we maybe get off the road, just in case anybody from the past decides to give us a little bit of their minds.
Yeah, a little bonus payment. So maybe the
What do you
tavern.
want?
Shake off the dust. Get a pint.
Sounds lovely. Let's go. Off the road. Let's go.
So, wait, you're going into the tavern? Oh, I don't want to roll for this.
The whole tavern's a mimic.
How many dice does she have in her hand?
Oh Lord!
Oh no, we're playing
It
Shadowrun.
Sounds like a whole.
Giving.
It's like a cocktail shaker full of them.
Okay. Oh wow. Let me write this down. So you make it in the tavern. Inside, what you see, it is run down just like the rest of town. Spider webs are everywhere. You see one or two patrons here or there. Definitely people you don't want to come across in the back alley while you owe them money. You do see one individual face first on the table with a big goose egg on his head. In the far back, behind the bar, you see a plump, well-rounded, old dwarf, balding, squinty-eyed dwarf named Bino. Hey, did somebody come in? You know? Hey, come on to the back. Can I help you?
Hi. Yeah, we just got here in IU and we were hoping we could get some drinks.
Okay. If you wouldn't mind, my eyes are kind of failing me a little bit. If you wouldn't mind describing yourselves a little bit for me.
Sure. I'm about this tall. I mean, tall enough where my feet can reach the floor. You know, the scales are kind of coppery, I suppose. You know,
you're the coppery blur. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Well, my mother was a blur, my dad was a dragonborn. It's, you know, so.
Oh, welcome to Iowa.
No, thank you. I knew I was pronouncing it right. See, Valerie?
You did real well. You did. I'm very impressed.
Nick, what you?
I am me. Right. What? How do I look? Val, how do I look today?
You look fine.
Well, yes, but I mean, okay. Well, I apparently have.
There this time. Yes.
Oh, right. Yes. No, I'm an elf. That would probably be first thing you would probably know. Sun elf got the orange skin and the yellow eyes and all that good deal. I think, and that confirm. Yes, I haven't seen a mirror in a minute. And I've definitely passed through a few realities since the last time I checked. Anyways, as far as I can tell, I have a full beard and I'm about 6'2".
Elijah, you're holding your hand higher than your head. That's not how.
Well, see, last time I checked, this is where I was, and now
He
I'm
was
here.
a little taller before. Yeah.
You have been looking shorter.
But then
No,
a
you're
few
right.
weeks ago, I was down here, so it's. Don't worry about it. Probably by the time I leave this tavern, I'll be different anyways. Don't worry about it.
You heard it down in the mouth. This is down in the elf.
Yes.
So
what she
about
said.
halfway through your rambling description, Dino's already moved over to Val, or the voice in the direction Val's voice is. What about you, young lady? You describe
Young
yourself for me?
lady, you are now my favorite person.
No.
So yeah, no, I'm a halfling. I'm all the way down here. Now down here a little further. Yeah, I know. Standing next to the tall drink of water, that makes it a little harder. I'm about 3 feet tall, but the last like 4 inches of maybe bouffant. so I don't know if they count.
And last but not least, what about you?
I'm surprised you can even see me. And I come out like kind of like behind Val because I'm even shorter than her. I'm 3 feet tall.
Why is
Uh,
this connection?
I'll say I'm a gnome. I have short red hair, and I love turtlenecks. And that's all you need to know about me.
It's
Okay,
true, and she looks
just
really
so I'm saying,
cute.
you say you are a gnome or you identify as a gnome? I just want to make big clear. I don't want to offend anybody.
Am a gnome.
And I freaked up again. Oh, okay. We're very
No, you
open-minded here.
remind me of someone. I want to know.
So anyway,
You remind me of an old cat. What was his name? Don't worry about it. Just continue.
I get that a lot.
Me too, which is weird because I'm a dragonborn.
So anyway, so
One time a
behind
tabaxi told me. I was like, dude,
so behind Beano in the bar, instead of your normal just well-known different brands and barrels of ale, you see just random bottles with various shapes, various sizes, and various levels of dust all over them. It's like the thing here in the gambler's pit, you don't just order a drink. We've got a fun little game we like to play. Just roll this here die, and whatever you get is the drink you get. And it'll only cost you 1 silver. Sometimes it's barely above swamp water. Other times it's pretty fantastic stuff. It does some pretty awesome things. How about you give it a try? It's kind of a staple here in Bayou.
is that what happened? Is that what the guy face down on the table ordered?
We'll get to that later.
Okay, I won't question
It's
that.
kind of conditional.
Can I investigate this contraption or whatever? Is it a contraption? Is it
The dice.
Sure.
It's a die.
The guy.
It's just one big, large
How
I
many
am
sides are on this dice?
fascinated.
die or
I'm
a
just
crystal
gonna
ball.
check out the auras. You just go ahead. I'm just gonna scan. I'm gonna feel which one calls to me. You
Okay.
guys go first.
Okay.
Oh, all right. I'll bite. I mean,
So if
if I
you
don't like it, I'll just switch to another reality where I did. Anyways, what kind of how many sides are on this thing? Anyways,
it's a D1, it's just an orb. You roll it. It does what Beano says it was. You just roll it.
no, I know. I
Whatever
was
that
just trying
comes
to
up.
ask in character what die I was supposed to roll.
A
Okay.
D100. Sorry, on
Alright.
my end of things, my camera is real jumpy tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
That is
Anybody that
a
participates, just roll a D100.
51.
Oh, no.
51.
Also,
gonna
I said I would
wait.
switch realities if I didn't like it, but I realized I can only switch D20s, so I am screwed. I am stuck with the drink I got.
So we'll go with the 51 first. Okay. So Beano will go back and he'll kind of shimmy up on the shelves of the bar, and he'll reach far back and he'll pull out this bottle that is clear, but it is kind of mustardy yellow in it. And he pours about a shot of it and slides it to you. And bottoms up.
Bottoms up, I suppose. I'm going to drink a wine glass because I don't have a shot glass handy.
Do you drink it?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a taste. What does it taste like?
Ugh. Oh, it says here it's meaty mead. Sweeter than the desert, but it's thick as hell. So the description. So the effect that this has
Sweeter
is
than
the
a
power of the
desert
mead.
doesn't quite adequately describe what is touching my tongue right now. But what? Wait a second. What's happening?
So the power of the mead.
What just touched my tongue? What?
So the effect that this mead will have on you is it's +2 for Strength and Arcana saving throws for 2 hours.
Strength.
But you get a heck of a hangover the following day.
Arcane
That-
hangover.
That was an experience I changed, but shall hopefully never remember.
I'll try.
Who's next?
Me. Well, you can't
All
see
right.
me. Okay.
Roll the.
I rolled a 9.
So just drop the crystal ball down to you. A what?
9.
What was the number? 9. Okay, excellent,
9.
excellent, excellent. This is one of my favorites. Wow.
Oh, good.
He just reaches back. He knows exactly where this is, and he just grabs it and just pours it in this this ceramic mug and slides it over to you. It's just dark brown. Looks like what you wouldn't know motor oil looks like.
Put my hands around it because it's really big.
I need you to make a. I need you to
That's
make a
not
con
right.
saving throw.
Oh dear. That's not
Party
right.
wipe.
Okay. Hold
Yeah,
on.
if you'll make the DC saving throw.
Uh-huh. I do not. I do not. Because I just
What
rolled a
was it?
It was a 2. Plus 2. That's 4.
It's motor oil.
It's
How-
motor oil.
Does she look?
So on this bottle that's just dirt covered, the label's slowly falling off. Bino goes to put it back on. It says slog across it. This stuff was brewed out of the waste bucket out back.
No.
You do violently. you do not keep down what
Yeah,
you've had
no.
eat
No.
throughout the day.
I run. I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm
that
out.
happens sometimes. Oh,
I'm
that
out.
reminds me. And Bino will reach down. He'll put a cast iron skillet on the bar. It's just a precaution. If you come back, you can have some more, have some water or something. She'll be okay. Next.
You don't make breakfast in that same pan, do you? I don't.
No,
Don't tell me.
This, that's the one over there that looks far worse than the one that he just put onto the bar. It's got rust and what obviously doesn't know how to take care of his cast iron skillets. We all hate those people.
He puts it in his magical dishwasher.
Big copper blur. You
Oh,
up?
I'm a big copper blur. So, but Bino couldn't
Yeah.
tell because he's just kind of a blur. But Murray's standing over by the guy who's unconscious on the table, going, "Hey, buddy, what did you have? I want to try it." But he'll come over and he'll roll the.
Oh, he is out.
He'll roll the orb and 43.
43.
Yeah, I hope it's not skillet
Okay.
worthy.
Okay. So Bino hopped down and kind of just go into the back, and you hear some rustling going on. And he comes back
Is
with a
rustling
kind of
good?
a square-looking bottle. Inside, it looks lavender with a bit of deep red, and he pours it into a bit of a wine glass and slides it over to you.
I'm gonna sniff it.
Ooh.
How does it smell?
It smells like berries and honey.
Down the hatch.
I
Clink.
wait. I
Nope,
pull a
he
gold
doesn't wait.
coin. I was like, I'll give you a
Sorry.
gold for that.
Sorry.
Can I
You're
have what
not
he?
sorry.
He turns it around. So Bino turns it around and says, "It's called Blairy. You taste flavors of berry. It's a halfling delicacy. Reminds you of seasons and vacations, apparently. The effect that it has on you, the customer is refreshed, energized, and unusually somewhat cheered. It intoxicates like a standard lager and makes a pint to the average. So you're feeling a little buzzed.
Wow.
But
I'm glad.
that's pretty
that was-
much it.
May I request a bottle of that?
I'm sorry, you got to roll for all these things.
Oh, no.
That was the opposite of needing the skillet.
And for you, little lady, wherever you scampered off to.
I'm gonna
Well, do
pass. Somebody has to stay sober out of these people.
Fair enough. Oh, just for spits and giggles, I'm
Oh,
gonna give
you
this
know
a go
what?
because
Fine.
it's my break time. It's my break time. 59. So you might be wondering, I've actually found this list called the Great Big Random D100 Tavern Drinks, and it lists all these various drinks and whatnot. It's a fantastic game to play. It gives all the lists of descriptions of ooh, it's one of my favorites. All of them is one of my favorites. Strawberry Surprise. But anyway, so what brings you all into town? As he pours himself, he's gotten the bottle from underneath there and drinking all this all the time. So what brings you lot into town? Oh no, not again.
You know, the usual things that bring people to town, sights to see, people to meet, aberrations to sort of investigate.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, have you seen any parallel universes shifting into your reality?
Depends
Don't
what
let
we
him
roll on the die,
start.
I guess.
Don't let him start.
Here
I
we
never
go.
When I
stop.
drink out of this particular bottle.
Hey, this does not involve you yet, Val. Now, about those alternate realities being into yours, maybe some visions of things that shouldn't be there?
Well, the only thing that lately isn't there is the latest batch of wine that I ordered from that halfling neighborhood not far down the road. They're real late. You wouldn't have to know anything about that, would you?
Nope.
No, but it might have been stolen from someone from an alternate reality,
Oh,
or it could just be late. But either way, you're saying we are locating wine. I could be very interested in locating that.
Well, no, not
Whether
wine.
this reality or another.
I mean that's a regular delivery. We do have a crime spree going through. Somebody's been stealing the curtains around here.
The curtains.
Less
Yeah,
interesting,
it's
but
damn just
right?
saying.
So they've been
I mean,
so they've been robbing your blinds? Robbing you blind? How's the expression?
we've been robbed blinds.
Kevin!
One thing that kept this whole town from going under.
Oh no, it's curtains for us all.
Shady business.
So
Stop
we came all the way here for a curtain call?
Well, I do have one other job.
Oh my god.
The show is over and the curtain falls. Stay backstage. If you didn't notice, the guys out front were cleaning some deers. They had a wagon out there. They were loading up. They've got to make a delivery up to that ruined castle. They could definitely use some people as bodyguards, escort.
Well, to
whatever
be
you
honest,
like
I'm
to
still much more interested in recovering that wine, but that could be interesting too. What do you all
I
think?
don't think we need to go back
if
to
you
the
wanna
little
go-
halfling village. We're going the opposite direction, so it sounds like a really good idea.
Wine, Val, wine.
Yes, you're
I-
whining a lot. I hear you. Let's go.
Very well.
So
You know, I throw down 2 more silver. I want another roll on that. I'm getting my wine.
You want to roll it again?
I do.
Oh, go for it.
That's
I'm not carrying him.
We got a
48.
wagon. A what?
48.
48.
no, you roll a D100, not 48.
Okay. Oh my. Okay. He'll go to the back, and you hear just some sloshing going on, some pouring. He'll come out with like a large margarita-looking glass, very decorative, overly decorative, with a chunk of pineapple on the side. He puts it in front of you, and it's a clear liquid, clear as clear can be. And he just slides it in front of you.
That looks really exotic.
Still not wine, but down the hatch.
It's salt water.
God damn you! I hate this place. All right, we're getting out of here.
Yeah, just go see my son, and his son, which is my grandson. Just follow the smell of dead deer. You'll see them.
I did have a question then before we go and do that, or we could ask them, I guess. Who lives in a destroyed castle that needs deer?
I don't really know. We just get the orders from it, and we just send it on its way. It's hard as heck to get up there. I'm old, and these old, short, stubby legs just can't make that trip.
Huh.
I mean, it's been abandoned for a while.
About short, stubby legs were in real trouble.
Right. But last I heard, rumor has it some guy was up there trying to rebuild it for some reason. It's been abandoned for the longest.
Okay. We're gonna go.
Okay. Oh, so you guys leave? Oh. No, I'm just kidding. You guys do make it outside.
It's in California, and we can never leave.
So you guys do make it outside. There's two dwarves. One of them was much smaller, just smaller dimensional. The larger one turns around, has a black eye, just kind of not deformed, but it's real rough looking. The rest of his face looks perfectly fine. He goes to introduce himself to you. Hi, I'm Black-Eyed Bean. This is my son, Little Bean.
Pleasure to meet you, Little Bean, and not Little Bean. May we inquire as to, I don't know, how we can help?
Well, they say this is the first time we're actually making this run. Usually we get some locals or something like that, but as you can see, the condition of the town, there's really no one here to do it. So
Did the locals not come back, Medium Bean?
I mean, would you live here?
I just meant from the castle. If you had made the delivery,
I have to ask, did they all leave because of your father's drinks? Because that's the only bar in town.
That's actually the only thing that's kept the town going.
We heard about the curtains. I am sorry for your family.
Are you sure we can't go back to the halfling village?
We're not going to the halfling village. It's all
go there again.
all good. We're walking. We're walking. We're stopping.
Very well.
So, yeah. If you wouldn't mind, we could definitely use some help just taking this order of cargo up to the castle up there.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go do that.
All right, you guys just let me know when you guys are all set and ready to go. Come on, Little Bean, you hop up there. We'll let you drive for the first time. Oh, and let me introduce you guys to my favorite and only mule, Bourbon. And you look at this mule. He's rough looking. Dangling from his neck is a flask that says etched in it bourbon, and it's been beaten all to hell. And every once in a while, Bourbon will reach down, get the flask in his mouth, and just tip it up and take a couple shots and flop it back down.
You know, Bean and Bean, I gotta say, this is some kind of town.
I know, it's just whatever my dad puts in that flask, that donkey drinks it right up. It's amazing.
I didn't know you had to change a donkey's motor oil, but I guess that explains his appearance. So,
the damnedest thing.
Don't say motor oil.
I don't know if the stream can hear that, right?
There's a ghost that just floats around.
I think I just took 2d4 psychic.
Oh my god.
Hey, on the trip up, we're gonna take on some new names. This is fun. We're gonna make this into fun. So you can be Vanilla Bean, and you could be Green Bean.
And Scary Bean and Posh Bean.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I think
sweet beans,
Elijah,
like, okay, I like it.
Elijah's had enough to drink. You'll be baked bean.
Oh, beans.
Oh,
Okay.
bean.
So, so as you guys head out of town, night is beginning to fall, but the moon is full, so you are able to see. We're not going to worry about dark vision in this game. Real cool. We're not taking this, as you can't tell, we're not going to take things too seriously. You do start going through some woods. Creepy as all hell. You hear the stereotypical owl in the background. Everyone roll me a perception check. Okay.
Up to you, Val, please.
Okay,
And I
Val.
can't, I got to see it.
You are just you're excited. It's like, oh, this is new section of the world I haven't seen. You're just scanning the forest. You're looking up. You're counting stars. Nothing at all seems out of the ordinary, but it's really exciting. Excuse me. You see the cargo kind of hopping along. There's some pots. There's a couple boxes. Some. Excuse me. Deer skins. Same old, same old. With those low rolls, Eliza and Murray, you're kind of just along the way bickering about how long of a trek it is. It's hot its way, and then all of a sudden, the two of you pick up an odd, pungent odor,
Is it
and
the
begin
donkey?
wondering where it comes from. And you quickly discover where it comes from, as Burgundy has been farting for the last 100 feet.
Uh,
Yep. It's the mule's name is Bourbon.
I don't know what save to make against that. I don't think there is one.
Save against fumes. I don't know.
And my apologies if I named the mule Burgundy before. It's actually Bourbon.
We'll just
So-
call him Bean. It keeps things simpler.
That's all. Yeah, but Black-Eyed Beans is going. Who y'all keep calling Vanilla Bean? Who's that?
You know,
He does
you
not
know,
smell like
vanilla-
vanilla.
I keep-
Let me tell you.
I keep seeing you look at my ears. Are you perhaps a bit of a jelly bean? You keep looking at my ears. Are you a jelly bean?
He'll grab his big old tub tum and just start shaking it and laughing. You're very funny and fat jokes. You continue on. You manage to make it through the forest unscathed, except for some flare-ups in your nostril from bourbon gas. As you come out of the forest, you come across a stone bridge that reaches out across this canyon that is several feet wide. What do you guys do?
But they don't know how they're gonna cross.
I mean, I don't like heights. Didn't know if you guys wanted to look at the scenery. There's a great view of the castle from here, and it's making that god-awful crying racket we hear in town all the time.
How far is the gap?
A what racket?
Why?
Crying racket.
Huh.
Yeah, we've called it the Crying Castle. Another tourist attraction sort of thing. We usually haven't really made it across this far. Like I said, this is the first time we're doing this.
Is it are there ghosts?
Hell if I know. Are there?
Well, I am a medium. Not only that, I'm a medium well. I'm really good at this.
So you're
Hold
Oh,
on.
medium
good, I'm-
well-being?
I'm an XL myself, but okay.
I'm gonna start taking out my crystals. Do the crystal job. Elijah,
What crystal are you pulling out there?
I'm looking for an amethyst. Do you have one?
Amethyst?
Yes.
What would you use an amethyst? I think you need a round garnet for this.
No, this is cleansing of spirits, hun. It's the purple one. Do you got one? I left mine at home.
I open my case. I have
Yes.
An oblong topaz.
No.
See here. A rocky piece of quartz.
No.
Murray's digging through his bag and he pulls out a
A
brick and
small
says, "I have a
pearl."
brick."
You have a brick. That's no. If it's
He's
a brick
gonna-
of amethyst, that would be really something, honey.
Well, it's a really nice brick.
Listen, I'm telling you, an amethyst is not going to cleanse anything. If you're trying to expand the barriers between our realm and the next parallel universe, you need a garnet. Not that I have a garnet either, but I'm just saying that would be what you would use.
I thought you said you had a garnet. Never mind. Never mind. We're moving. We're going. Fine. No cleansing for you.
I'm gonna take the brick from Murray.
Okay.
And I'm
Okay.
gonna
Here's the
I'm
brick.
gonna wrap some rope around it,
Okay.
and I'm going to. How far, like, in the gap in the canyon, is there? Can I see the bottom? Like, how far
No.
down is it?
Not with this late at night.
Okay.
There's no way for you to see the bottom. It's just darkness down there. The bridge is whole all the way across. There's no gap. It's a regular stone bridge. Looks as perfect as the day it was built.
Okay.
How far across is it?
Oh, about 200 feet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wow, okay. So definitely
Oh.
not teleporting that far. Well, I look over at all of you and I look from face to face. I look at Murray. After you.
Well, I want to throw the brick into the bridge and see if there's like a trap or anything first.
You're going to throw a brick at the. Okay.
It won't
know,
dodge.
why not?
It should do real well. It's gonna be great.
Okay. Make a brick attack on the bridge.
Um,
The brick house.
what
It's
do
gonna
I
be
roll
great.
for that?
It's an improvised
Just roll a d20. It's
It's a
fine.
throwing weapon, so it'd be a.
Oh God.
critical fail. The brick shocks you.
Okay. I do
I
have
see
to
the
ask, is
brick
there anything
starting-
special
wait,
about this brick, Murray?
I see the brick starting to
It's-
go like nowhere, and I'm like, oh no! And I just flick my hand. You see my wrist turn, and all of a sudden you see a blur, and the brick is flying forward. I changed your roll to a 16 plus whatever.
Okay.
That's one of my 2 dice changes for the day. The other one I can change somebody's roll, including an enemy's roll, to a natural 1. So I can't wait for that to happen. I rolled the natural 1 and a 16 on my daily roll. So you just took my 16. Enjoy.
Love it. So, Murray, is there anything special about this brick?
It's a very nice exterior grade clay brick.
Okay.
It's red.
What's the general value of it?
Cheap, I have to imagine.
Okay, so this is cheap brick.
Yeah, it's a
Alright.
brick.
So,
I stole it from work.
so Thelma, as you throw this brick, it goes far to the left, and as Elijah described, as a snap of the fingers, all of a sudden this thing makes a drastic change in direction and goes sailing about halfway down this bridge and hits the stone, and you hear it skip and skip and skip and come to a stop, and nothing happens.
Well, I'm so glad that I wasted my magic for that. Let's go. And I just start walking.
But
across
why
the-
is we not going to the bridge? The bridge is right there. It's a good bridge. Beans.
Oh, we're going across the bridge. I just wanted to show you the view. And he or he farts Bourbon farts and you start trotting across the bridge. Clop, 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 clop.
This is why we pay for first class.
As we go by, can I pick up the brick and just say it's a very nice
You-
brick?
Oh, you absolutely can pick up that brick. You now have a brick, a used brick. I don't know if that lessens the value.
It's got a rope around it. It's like a little pet. You've got a pet brick.
You just invented the pet rock.
I look at the
Well,
scuffs in the
I
brick
bought
and I
it, and it's gonna sell $1 million. Believe me, I saw it. in my
I
crystal
look at the
ball.
brick and how scuffed up it is, and I snap my fingers again and do a prestidigitation to clean it up and make it nice and good as new.
You're such a good boy.
Excellent.
Yes, yes.
So amongst this bickering, you guys are oh, look at this brick. Oh, I'm gonna clean the brick and whatnot. You don't notice 2 7-foot tall goat men have climbed up over the side and are now standing in your way.
Oh, there's not ghosts, there's goats.
Hold up there. You're supposed to pay the toll for... I hate this. And the one in front turns back. Do I really have to do this? And the other one just... turns back. You can't cross until you pay the... You know what? I'm just not doing this. It's like, Kevin, I don't give a shit. Just because you gave up on your dreams, I am not giving up on mine. I hate this fucking job. I am not doing this mess. Cal, what are you doing? Ma's gonna be pissed. You know this is what we do. We stop people. We get the toll. This is our living. What are you doing? I'm not having it. No, I'm not having it. I don't care about their money. You know what I want. You know what I want. I don't care about their money. Fine. This is on you. Thank you.
Gentlemen, gentle goats, if you don't want to be doing this, I can give you a pamphlet from my union, and Murray's produced a little like scrap of cheap paper. So this probably counts as a strike, and you can get like partial wages during it.
Shush,
No,
I'm
no.
listening. This reminds me of Thanksgiving. Keep going.
I know, right? And who the hell spells Kevin with a Y and two N's? I mean, come on. But I still can't let you pass. That part of the bargain I'm still holding up. But instead of a simple fee, because my dream is to be a dancer, and I demand a dance-off. Best of 3. Either one of you can go 3 times, or 3 of you can go once.
Who judges?
What say you? What this will be a best of rolls, and the description of how you dance will be based on your role. Performance modifier will be added. You decide who goes.
It's amazing.
Not really much of a dancer. I mean, I can do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but I mean, there's probably somebody here better than me than that. No?
I thought that was pretty good. Keep doing it.
Oh boy.
Murray pulls out 2 more bricks and he kind of clicks them together for like a beat track.
Oh, I'm doing this, aren't I? Oh no.
Getting warmed up over here.
You got this. You can do it.
Oh boy.
DM inspiration for the props. Love it. Yes.
I start like snapping my fingers and doing prestidigitation each time I do to make puffs of smoke and light at my fingertips to try and get myself moving. And I just do a little bit of...
Okay, so you are going to be dancing against?
Yes. Do a little bit
so...
A little bit of that. A little bit of that.
So we'll roll.
That. Yes, rolling. I'm...
With laughter.
So I initially do very bad. And I realize I'm doing bad. And I'm going to use my first use of my lucky feat to re-roll that dice and pull from reality where I hopefully did better.
Okay.
That is better. That's 10.
Okay. So that was the dance you did earlier. We'll say that's what you did, or do you want to reverse that as the first roll and describe a better dance, a 10 dance? I'll leave it up to you.
I honestly think, that really is a 10 dance. That's a mid-tier, like, I kind of know what I'm doing, but not really. That's a 10 dance. I'll claim that as my dance.
So, Cal, the one you're dancing against, rolled a 17.
I see him starting to dance really well, and I'm
So,
going to
go ahead.
snap to a universe where he falls flat on his face and change that to a natural 1.
So, what happens is
Just in the midst of
He
my
starts
snappings of
doing-
lights and puffs of smoke, one of them is just changing him to a reality where he sucks.
Okay. So he starts doing a shimmy and a shake, and he goes off to the side to do one of those. He puts his hoof up on the ledge, and he's going to attempt to do a backflip, which he almost completes and falls flat on his face with that nat 1. And he gets up and brushes himself off. Well, I don't know what happened there. Force point goes to you. Who's
Wonderful.
next?
Am I still going?
You
Okay,
want-
I guess it's us
you-
again.
do you want to swap out? I can give you the hammer and trowel.
But yeah, you gonna dance, Murray?
I'm not a good dancer, but let's do it. This is fun as hell. Here, Elisha,
You know
bang
what,
these
yeah, you
together.
can take the second one, and if need be, I'll take the third one. But you
All right.
got this, Murray. We won't need a third run. Go,
Just a move.
go.
I'm sure this will be fine. It's
All right,
performance
we'll roll at the same time.
and go.
Yeah, you performance mod.
Okay, that's a 12.
Or if
plus,
you really want to be bold, if it will help, athletics. One of the two,
can I make it athletics?
if you wish.
I already rolled. Is that
That's
fair?
fine.
All right, it's an 18 then.
Okay. Describe the dance.
It's probably like a very rectilinear kind of thing with lots of just like jumping up and around, kind of like Mario, because of the whole brick thing going on.
Okay.
So, yeah, a lot of just like very, very rigid motion and stuff. So he's hell on his knees, but he's doing all right with it.
Okay. So the goat sees you and notices, because you're not quite experienced on this, and most first dancers kind of tend to do this, you get into a simple rule pattern, and the goat, feeling a little insulted, matches your move step for step. And you look like just mirror image facing each other because he rolled an 18 as well.
Cool.
I feel like that's almost cheating. I feel like at least his was original. You just copied it.
Are you insulting me? Do you want to cross this bridge or not?
Fine, but you're
we
not
go
getting
again?
the point for that one. That one is a wash.
The
My
draw.
turn.
Agreed. Next point wins. How's that?
Oh,
Wait,
no.
what? There's. Well, next point
Oh.
wins. We have 1 point to your 0.
Fine. If that's the way you wish to play it.
That's the way you wish to
Have
play
at
it. Let's do it.
And you'll see him really start to stretch. And he stretches across and he can touch each side of this wide bridge.
Uh-huh.
I am going to just, as I'm doing this, whisper into my hand a little message and just message into his head. It's like, these are pretty good dancers. I don't think I can beat them. Maybe she just let them pass. And then I'm just going to start doing my dance. Just a little head game.
Sure.
This time, I try a little something different. I try a little more hip motion. I try a little more booty swag. I do some spins. I'm really getting my hips into it.
Go ahead and roll for it.
Oh, I will. That was once again a 10. I am a very average dancer.
So
A consistently average dancer, mind you, but an average dancer.
So you get done and you pose. And in the distance, besides the lights fade down, you can hear Val clapping. Bourbon farts loudly. Dang it. Not bad. And this goat starts spinning and twirling to the point where he is up spinning on one horn upside down and flips back onto his feet.
At that moment is when I cast thaumaturgy. And I've been inspired by bourbon. So as soon as he makes that landing, you hear a fart like you would not believe.
Ooh, party foul, Mr. Goat.
Ooh, minus style points for the fart.
That's rough.
That
The
was
moves were athletic, but not the rhythm and the farting at the
Oh,
end.
I can taste it. Ugh.
Oof, my friend.
I don't know what the
Bad
world you're
form,
talking
poor
about.
form.
That was the best performance of my life. In fact, and he'll turn to Kevin with a Y and two N's. Fuck it. I'm leaving home. I'm going to make my debut in the city. Where is that halfling town? I hear they love theater. You guys know the directions?
Oh yeah.
That way. The wine is excellent.
I bet you'll take the house down. Go ahead. Bye.
The wine is
Yeah, it's the only
excellent.
thing. It's the only thing left standing. So
Ciao.
if they ask, you killed us.
What? Okay. That works. Threw you off the bridge. Love it.
Thanks. Bye.
Kevin is just gonna
We're just gonna go now.
yeah.
Just so you can say you got us something. I flip him a silver. Just so you got something.
Thanks. We're running low on goat's milk. Oddly enough.
Understandable. Have a good one.
It happens to all of
and
us.
He'll just
Good luck with your highway robbery.
Yeah, thanks. And he'll just shimmy over the ledge, and you hear clomp, 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 down into the darkness.
Well, that was
So
exciting.
I can't wait for the next 100 feet of this bridge.
you want to throw another brick?
You know what? I'm gonna throw
I'm not
another
helping you this
Are
time.
you really?
Yes.
Oh, honey.
Okay. Roll.
Oh, wait, I have an idea. A much simpler idea.
Okay.
I cast Mage Hand. I grab the brick out of her hand. I'm just like, and I throw it. I just have the hand like move it out 30 feet and flop it on the ground. Look, great throw, Thelma. Let's keep going.
That was like a class 1 vapor. Did you see that? That's real ghost action there.
That was Elisha action right there.
You mean a classification A? Universal distortion.
All right, I'm gonna follow that
And
brick, and Murray starts heading down
For
the
the
bridge.
record, no.
So you
it
go
wasn't.
out in front of the
Actually,
wagon.
it was. Let's not get into it.
Yeah.
So which is probably
Take
the
us to the
safest
castle,
place to be in
Val.
front of the donkey butthole, to be honest. Fart jokes I've got on for days. So you continue while this invisible hand is clomp, 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 clomp every so many feet. Okay.
Well, it's because there's no coconuts here. So you gotta use
No
bricks.
coke.
That's right.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Oh, good.
You manage to get across perfectly fine. The night's a little bit later, a little bit cooler. The closer you get to the castle, every once in a while you do hear this, not quite a wail, not quite a moan, but it is sort of a crying sound every so often when you feel the wind blow.
It's ghosts.
And past the bridge. Oh, go ahead.
I said it's ghosts. It's a classic.
Murray's trying to figure out if it's ghosts or if it's like a natural sound.
No, it's probably something bleeding in from another alternate reality. It's very common, actually. It
I'm
was.
sure there's a very reasonable scientific explanation for this.
I concur, and by science you mean alternate realities blending into our own, which is very scientific. I can actually, you should come.
Don't let him
by
take
my
out the
office.
chart. Don't let him take out the chart.
Oh no, he's not taking.
Come by
out
my
the
office
chart,
sometime.
but-
I have charts and graphs galore.
You got charts and
I do have one
graphs?
on me though that Val
lovely.
really pointed out, and I rip open a scroll. Now, as you'll see here,
Keep walking.
Bean, it's school time. Go talk to the magic pointy-eared man, and he'll tell you all about the whatever it is he's talking about.
I'm gonna whisper a little bit. Don't do it, kid. Don't do it.
too late. Elijah's already into it and just going down this chart and explaining everything there is to know in a 101 course on parallel universes.
This kid is drooling more than he is paying attention, but is not admiration drool.
Elijah does not care.
As
I
long as
rescue
it's-
this kid
Elijah is making
somehow.
up half of it anyways.
Yeah, if you
I'm gonna say, hey
How do
kid,
you choose to
I need
rescue
your
this
help
kid?
with this brick. I can't get the rope off of it. Are you good with knots? Can you help me with it?
Sweet Bean make knots, yes, and you'll just kind of stumble on over to just look over, a little bit of drool falls off his lip and onto the brick. And
I just like gently wipe it off. Like, thanks.
Boys
Thanks.
got beans for brains. He'll never understand. Close it.
Hey,
Then I look at
I'm
my
gonna
headband
need
real
you-
quick.
Black Bean's gonna yell back to the rest of you. Hey, we've gotten into the bridge, but and I mixed up voices. All of a sudden, Beano was there. So we gotta go up the mountain, and it's a bit of a steep climb. If you guys wouldn't mind, I need you in the back. Make sure nothing falls out, and give you a little bit of a push. Hey, a little bit of bonus. It's a little bit more distant from Bourbon's ass. So if you wouldn't mind,
I thought Bourbon was
Okay.
the ass.
it's
On the
too
back
late.
of the wagon and
well,
make
he-
sure nothing falls out.
You know,
I don't think
Elijah,
I'm going to be very helpful. I can't reach sit.
That's fine.
It's
If you would just hop in and make sure nothing just falls out.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
It looks kind of bumpy.
I'll walk behind. I'm used to getting hit with things that fall off of things. So
Yeah,
it's
we don't
fine.
want this to fall out, and we don't want this to fall out.
So just
That's-
like there's
that's
stack
your, like,
building in
stacking
front of me. It's just the stack becomes higher than me.
Okay, I work in a warehouse.
I guess
which-
I'm the only one actually doing
I don't
anything.
have an idea that is.
Got these two on the other side, these two like down here on the other side of me, and the copper dragonborn looking at me like it's his union mandated break and he's not helping.
So where are all of you adjacent to this wagon?
I was in the back of the wagon making sure things don't fall out.
Okay, awesome.
I'm right behind it to catch or just stop with being hit by anything that falls out of the wagon.
Okay,
I'm in a giant pile of stuff that I'm trying to hold on to in the wagon.
and
I'm just
you're that
almost
person-
buried alive, almost.
You are that person everybody's seen driving down the road with the minivan with their arm out, holding onto the mattress, driving down the
Yes.
interstate.
Yes.
Got it.
I'm just behind it with both arms out, like gangly as all heck, because I'm the friggin' lanky elf, and I've got my arms out wide, ready to catch it. Temba with his arms wide.
Awesome.
Oh, I love that! I got all of you laughed at the Star Trek joke. I'm glad everyone here got that.
Bourbon with his bean farts.
Forgive me, Chad.
Darmak
I've not been able to
Angelog,
keep up
act
with seeing you.
Tanagra.
I'm sorry, chat.
Yes, if you don't like Star Trek, I'm very sorry.
Stop making me laugh and stop getting me all red.
Oh, Lord.
Never.
So, I need you.
Ollie.
The littlest bean.
I know none of you guys can see it on stream, but we're looking at an Ollie.
I wish there's a way to show Ollie right now.
Ollie.
Aw.
Hi, Ollie.
Oh, wait a minute. Do we have a time limit? I thought we went to a lot later.
Maybe just for break or just because
Oh,
she'll
break
have to.
time.
Yeah, break time. We're getting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, I would hope that we weren't going for only an hour. That's
No.
a very short
Do
one.
it all.
That was that was the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a little short.
Oh,
but
we
not
need
bad.
it
Get to the
safely
castle, the
across the
delivery was
bridge.
great, and we're done.
And we're going. We solved the bridge puzzle.
If you would all make, strength or I'll say athletics check.
Oh dear.
So
Now we got two
neither.
deer. They're dead. That's fine.
Oh, now my bonus only applies to saving throws, right?
Oh my dear.
Mead.
It's fine. Yeah, saving throws is fine.
Okay, so not this. Okay,
Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's fine. That's good.
that's not good.
Okay. Okay. So
Strength is not my strength.
No, my neither.
you can tell as the further up this trail you go, the rockier it gets, and the more the wagon starts jumping, and the more Bourbon starts straining to get it up.
Oh no, I thought it was a different kind of straining.
No, you did not.
I will leave your imagination to take you there.
Yeah.
I won't lead you there.
Mm-mm-mm.
But those walking behind might want to watch their step.
Avert your eyes.
So, I'm going to ask you guys what you had before. The two that's walking behind her next to, what was it you had?
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Nice.
Well, I got a 6, but I have a -1 to strength. So
Lovely.
I have a +6 to strength.
So as the wagon's bouncing more and more, a couple crates do hop out that Val and Thelma weren't at. There in another section of the wagon.
I cast
Yeah,
magic hand and grab one and at least stop one of them.
okay. One of them
Using
you
that
do get with magic hand. The other one you are juggling with your hand. It is spinning in midair, but
Murray, help!
I'll catch the box of deer viscera.
so Murray, another box does fly out. It's a larger crate. It
Oh no.
wagon hit a big rock. It just flipped. All Thelma and Val do kind of hop up a bit, but still manage to hold on to what they had for now. You catch the larger crate. Excellent. But as Eliza says, help, you drop it and grab this very small, very light. You start feeling it's like, oh, it's
I didn't think this through.
as you turn around and the larger case is just stumbling end over end over end over end.
I'm casting my unseen servant that way.
Okay.
That's a spell slot I'm wasting on doing it, but I make my unseen servant and I'm just like, Gerald, catch it!
He does stop it.
Well,
He
thank you.
does bring it back to you.
Just unseen servant, just invisibly bringing it up. I'm just like,
It is
Gerald,
Janet. It is,
lifesaver. I don't know what I'd do without you. And I'm just sitting there like
is-
magically, like just holding on to the one. I'm just like, okay, we can do this. We can all do this. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Looks at Murray. How are you?
I'm good. I helped. I'm gonna restack that crate and I'll help Gerald load invisible unseen servant Gerald load the other crate. And then I'll say to Gerald, I'm kind of glaring at Elijah, you know, you should think about joining a union if your boss is gonna treat you like this, but we'll talk about it later. So we'll try to restack the crates.
I look at him. I just gave him words of appreciation.
Well, yeah, but the job was to get hit by a box of deer viscera.
Wait,
It wasn't to get hit. It was to catch.
Well, yeah, but it was tumbling downhill. That's not OSHA approved. It's not
What's
magical
OSHA?
girl OSHA approved. I don't know. I just made it up. Let's go. Let's keep going up the hill.
Like another town. You had
Yeah.
Io,
Yeah, you got
and
IU and you got OSHA. Yeah, this is a really poorly named region of the world.
For the record,
Sister
Gerald,
City.
Gerald is very happy
Oh,
to be
gee.
here. He may not be able to talk or be seen, but at least I know he's there. I pull him from another dimension where everyone has been muted and turned invisible. It is hell there. So he enjoys being brought here for your information.
So
I pay him in the
Eliza,
brief interlude from being in a universe full of completely invisible and mute people. Can you imagine?
Oh, yes, I can imagine being in a universe where you're mute, so it's okay.
Well,
So Eliza,
I'm sorry.
crashed
I'm just
the-
cranky because I've been sucking bourbon farts all night. I'm just not.
that's
having
fair.
it.
That is fair.
The feel good juice at the bar wore off quick after that second blast.
Anyways, Gerald,
Uh,
I very much do appreciate your help in these times. I hope you are enjoying your time here. That is a cat arm. Anyways, I do hope you are enjoying your time here in our dimension where you can see and hear people. Isn't it wonderful? Don't you miss this? Yes.
So
Hello.
Eliza, you managed to put the crate back into the wagon, and you see writing on a label on top, and you turn it because it's upside down, and it just says feather pens.
And the pins. Okay.
What does the big box say? Is there a label on it? As I'm stacking it up.
Bricks.
Oh, it says glass jars of salt and rare slugs. Let me just make sure the cargo. Oh my god!
So that one. So you, out of curiosity, after the unseen servant puts it into the, you pick it back up. You're like, oh, what is this? And you shake it, and you just hear just bits of broken glass Just-
Oh.
all in this thing as it was tumbling down a rocky mountain path. The box failed its, dexterity.
I'm like, Murray, do you mind holding on things? I climb into the wagon. I open up that box and I just begin. I stick my hand in there and I'm pulling from other universes unbroken pieces by using mending on everything in there and just trying to mend stuff the entire rest of the way.
Again, and you do every bit of that. There is no fluid. It's just wine bottles.
Yes, just wine bottles, but
Excellent.
at least they're fully intact wine bottles.
Thelma, Val, what was it you had? And we'll make this quick when we get break real soon.
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I was an 8.
An 8.
It was a
Okay.
15.
15. So Thelma, with everything you had stretched out, you bounce holding all of them all at once, but you managed to hold on to everything.
Good job.
Val, you were actually trying to grasp that small box of feather pins as it bounced up and flying. You try to reach for it, completely miss it, but you do manage to fall flat onto the deer skins, and you just decided, well, these are valuable. I'll just lay here, and just as the wagon continues up the trail, and you just hold on to dear life to these deer skins. As you guys continue up, and you make it to the entrance of the castle, in front of 2 very large iron doors, Little Bean hops down and knocks very loudly on the iron doors. They open up. A swarm of bats flies within the entrance. They swarm in together, and poof, in a black cloud of smoke stands a vampire. And we're going to break on that.
Excuse me!
Well, that's quite an entrance. I look forward to this.
A vampire is just like a bat union. I like this guy.
Yes, they're from an alternate universe where everyone was a vampire. Then a couple of them leaked into our universe, started infecting people. We're on our way, folks.
So how long of a break do we need, Nikki? Guys, what are you feeling like?
Long enough to refill my wine.
There you are.
We can see when
And
we all get back.
possibly get my cat some extra pets so he stops popping up on
Less
stream.
than 10 minutes?
Much as I'm sure everyone loves watching Rudy.
2:10.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. See you all real soon.
Jazz hands.
Oh,
Hello.
welcome back. Sorry, had some tea. Welcome back to the second half of
Hello,
Ladies
didn't see you there.
Couriers at Crying for the Crying Castle. Yeah, words. Kevin, I heard you had a little bit of an announcement to make before we continue our little story.
Yeah, if you haven't been on a Sladies stream before, or you just never read the chat or heard us say it before, Sladies has merch. So we have a Redbubble store. I'm hoping that somebody in the chat right now is going to do the exclamation point merch. You'll get the link. It's cool. I just want to show up. This is Angela. She plays Celine in the regular Hunt for the Heart Shards campaign. A very charming notebook, and I've got my Sladies T-shirt right here to show off as well. Yeah. Ooh. And just recently, we added a new item to the Sladies store. It's the official Sladies brick with a rope tied around it. So you can. The shipping's a little extra because it's a brick, but you can. Would I do that?
Of course he would.
Of course I did. But there is a merch store. They don't sell bricks, but they sell cool stuff. The shirts are nice. They have a blanket, all kinds of stuff. So check it out.
Mad respect. I just put a tea bag in my mouth for a joke. That brick on a yeah. If I didn't already give you a DM inspiration, you definitely would have gotten one on that one.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So last where we left our adventurers, they've just entered the Crying Castle itself. The doors are open. And hello, the vampire staying there. I do believe this is my delivery. Who are you?
No, no, actually, this is for the other person who lives in the Crying Castle. No, of course it's for you. Yes, we're just some people who got hired to help bring this stuff up here.
And
how are you?
He'll float on forward next to the castle. He's a good 6'8". He just looks over into the wagon, looks back up at you. No, I believe this is mine.
Can I even see him, like, with the, with the stuff piled
I
so
can't
high?
imagine you being able to miss him. It's like the T-Rex in the first Jurassic Parks with that Ford Bronco. Everybody can see him.
Okay.
He's big.
Gerald, can you help him with his things?
Yes, if you just
You see an invisible, it's just some invisible lifting of crates as they come floating over to the vampire and being set down in front of them.
That one crate looks a little damaged.
That was Gerald's fault.
And I just snap my finger and start mending the damage. I'm like, and by replacing it from another dimension. Are you sure about that? Looks fine to me.
Proceed. You can put them all in the main room, the first room you see there. Everything seems to be a main room. It's a mess. Forgive me, I'm working to rebuild this. This is my home from long ago. It met with an unfortunate end, but seeing as how I have plenty of time, I've decided to rebuild it to its former glory. And he looks very Dracula with the tuxedo. They're very stereotypical.
It's a class 6 undead. It's Elisha, that's a class 6. Elisha, that's a class 6.
Class F, but fine, yes.
Don't argue with me, just keep smiling.
Just keep smiling. Yes, yes, yes. By the way, quick question. Did you bring in the clamps?
I did. Do you have
What
yours?
clamps?
I got it.
Good.
I'm just gonna mutter to Murray, like, this is all just, like, a smoke show. None of this is real. This guy is just, like, he's just wearing, like, all this makeup and all this other stuff. Like this is just not happening.
I don't know. I saw that cloud of bats coalesce into this guy. I mean, I saw it.
It's all just a projection.
Well, who's projecting the cloud of bats then? Is there a little guy behind a curtain?
Yes.
Just is he a smaller group of bats projecting this guy made of a larger group of bats though?
Yes.
I'm starting to sound like Elijah.
Clearly.
Huh.
I love that. The dancing goats, yeah, that's fine. The vampire, in the entire vampire setting, I call bullshit.
I like how you have yourself, the person who's like, everything's ghosts. And then you have me who's like, everything's alternate realities. And she's like, everything's bullshit.
Yes.
And you know, Kevin's just like, I mean, things are happening, guys.
And Murray's just like, everything is bricks.
So Yeah, Murray, you go. Roll me a perception check real quick, Murray.
All right, let's see. 9.
A 9. Well, go ahead and add your proficiency to it because you're looking at these. You're looking at the castle and the way it's built.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I guess 11.
you and your speciality, it does not look well. It looks cheaply made. Like they went with the lowest bidder.
Darn many mansions.
What was that?
I was saying this is quite the magnificent mansion. Or I can see that it would have been before it, suffered this unfortunate damage. If you need a bricklaying union, my local.
Really? You
Mhm.
you do this kind of work?
Murray steals a glance down at his tool belt with like the bricklayer's hammer and the bag of bricks. He goes, "Yes, I've dabbled."
Well, my name is Lord Nathaniel.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
can
Lord
call me
Nathaniel. Oh, very nice to meet you, Nathaniel. I'm Muriatis, but everyone calls me Murray because it's easier to say. By a bit, anyway.
Why don't you come on? I'll show you the inside. You can give me an estimate, maybe. I've been working on this place not quite day and night. But please, I would love to hear your
This guy's got
expert
jokes.
opinion.
Yeah, I can't wait to say rub my hands together and say, well, there's your problem. So I'd love to.
Excellent. Refreshments, everyone? I do believe there might have been something in that wagon train that you brought. Come, inside, before the sun comes up.
Not a good idea.
All right, Murray doesn't care. Let's go.
Can I investigate to see if he's telling the truth?
Right.
Sure.
About like who he is and like I don't know.
Oh,
Like-
yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be?
Or insight. Is it insight or
Insight would be if you're trying to judge.
Whichever's higher, insight or investigation, whichever one's higher for you.
okay. 16.
16. So as you come in, you do follow along. You get through the doors and you look over, and about 10 feet tall is a portrait of him in front of a coffin, looking very vampire-ish. He's not lying.
There's been a look.
Well, he's off with Murray. I'm gonna begin ritual casting detect magic.
You do sense a little bit of magic here, there, sporadic. Definitely could feel that it's not what it once was. I mean, he's lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. But you kind of expected that.
He is quite.
Just while this is going on, we're gonna do a little protection from evil and good. Hope you don't mind.
Sure.
That's great.
I mean, he's a vampire.
Yep. Yep.
You kind of get a gray. Like, it's not quite good, but it's definitely not evil either.
That's not detect. It was protection.
Protection. My bad. Well, there you go. Free info.
Will the court reporter strike that from the record?
I think it,
Right. Protection from, whatever.
Yeah, protection from good and evil. It protects you from celestials, fays, and fiends.
And
And
undead.
maybe undead. I don't remember. Undead.
Un- yeah.
Undead are in there.
Okay. Good to know. So, Nathaniel's showing Murray around. There's huge chunks of stone missing out of walls. Rugs are torn up. Support beams are rotted, dry rotted, fallen down.
It's not up to code.
Half the roof is gone.
There's also part of the roof missing.
Can I try to like sneak away from the rest of the group?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Is there anything particular you're wanting to do?
I'm gonna look around for like a library.
Okay.
He's got a bunch of books somewhere.
Nerd.
Could also have
you-
some collection.
Do I need to roll stealth?
Nah.
Okay.
You absolutely do just sneak away while Nathaniel is showing Murray just the new skyline that had never intended to be there.
Yeah, I would have
As
liked
long
it
as the
the
new
old way. You can tell.
So you do manage to sneak away a bit. You don't really need to go too far. You follow an old rusty rug. Wow, old musty rug. Down a hallway, and you come into a room from double doors, and there's a huge library. Again, one entire wall is mostly gone. A lot of the books are ruined. Is there anything in there you'd like to do? Again, there is a portrait above the fireplace, but it is of him and a younger looking woman.
Do I recognize the woman?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. What are
It's you.
what are like the genre of the books? Like what types of books am I seeing?
Bodice rippers.
I'm gonna hold on that thought, if that's all right. Of course, it's all right because I'm the DM. No, I'm sorry. So about that time, Murray and the rest of the group and Nathaniel walk into the library, not long behind you, and this is my library. Oh, I see we have a curious guest. Is there a book I can loan you? Anything in
Oh
particular?
no, just admiring your collection. I always go straight for the library.
Yes, indeed. Reading is a bit of a hobby of mine.
Me as
As well as a few other things as well. On one side of the wall, there are various wine bottles. Some filled, some not. May I offer you some refreshments?
Yes, please.
Very gracious. Thank you.
Roll that D100. No, I'm kidding. He goes over.
He gets a jug of 10W30 motor guard.
There's that same dang crystal ball from. So he goes over and he picks up one wine bottle, shakes it, shakes another. He starts digging around a little bit, and he finally gets to one with that has a wax seal on it, and he pops it. How many am I pouring again? And he just starts pouring wine into a glass.
No, thank you. I've had enough today.
Oh, I would love some. Thank you.
Elijah just produces a wine glass.
That's right.
So Nathaniel will pour into two crystal glasses of his own, and he will pour one into Murray and give them to you.
My detect magic should still be going on. Do I?
Yeah, something like that.
Magic at all? Is this setting off any?
They are not magic.
Can I
Okay,
sniff
wonderful.
the wine and like see what kind of
No,
wine
like,
it is?
yeah, like if you swirl it, does it like stick to the sides really like viscous like?
No, you do smell it. It smells exquisite,
all
fruity
you
with a slight oak taste,
Mhm.
very prime, bit bitter.
Beautiful. Love it.
Take a sip.
You all sip.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
So Val, probably the smartest of all of the lot, does not.
No.
The rest of you, no. This tastes divine. And he holds the bottle out towards Elijah.
Finally, some good wine.
This is
You
about-
know the way to my heart, good sir.
I think indeed you look like a bit of a wine connoisseur. And you look at the label, and it is like 1,000 years old.
Oh my.
And he hands it to you.
Something's going at the heart.
And he goes and he goes off to the side and just grabs one of the many bottles he's tossed to the side and pours into his own glass. And he swirls it. This does stick to the side.
Yeah. Okay.
And he begins to drink.
Yeah.
Do be careful with your friends out there unloading those pots. They are of much value to me. Anyway, Murray, I need your help. I need a suggestion from you.
Sure.
The problem is with these blasted winter nights that's coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me. I forget how years work. These summer nights that are coming. the nights are shorter, and I don't have time, or at least as much as I'd like, to do my hobbies. The day I can't, with all this light throughout the castle, I can't do any activities I'd like. I tried to get curtains, even flew down into the town and grabbed what I could, but they're hideous down there. So,
Excuse me, did you just say you...
Don't worry about it. Don't interrupt, Thelma. Let him go. Let him go. Elijah says, staring at the bottle of wine, like this man just handed him gold.
I'm glad you enjoy.
Okay.
So, yes.
While they're drinking, I'm sure it's a fascinating conversation. I'm gonna go over here. And I was wondering if I could just do a little augury. Can I just do a little thing off to one side? Would that be okay?
Sure, do whatever the heart consent. You can't possibly make matters worse in this castle. It's almost falling apart.
No, I just want to cast augury in order to just to. This is not to the nice gentleman in the tall drink of water, in the tux. This is really for the GM to tell me whether I can actually do augury and see if it's a really bad idea to stab him a lot with a piece of wood. That's what I'd like to know right now.
You can go for it if you'd like.
Are you sure you don't want to use a brick?
No, I don't. Brick.
Are you sure you don't want to use the clamps?
Like going pretty hard.
So,
yeah.
What are you doing?
I wanted to cast augury.
Okay.
And I was asking my DM if we could choose from the possible outcomes to see if it was going to be a wheel or woe, or wheel or woe, or nothing bad happens at the idea of stabbing this nice vampire repeatedly with a piece of wood.
Okay. Because I'm unfamiliar with what this is, I'll tell you, you go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, nothing bad happens because you leap up and go to stab him in the
No.
This is like telling her, would that be a good idea? She's using like a predictive magic teller.
I am asking universal powers to answer back to me. My spirit guardian will tell me whether that's a good plan or a not so good plan.
Whether that's a bad, your options are it's good, it's bad, it's neutral.
Could be either.
Okay.
It's like a big hint.
Okay, forgive me. So the feeling you get back is you can try if you'd like, but it might not work out the way you want.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Thank you.
Okay.
Forgive me.
So, elephant in the room here. You're a vampire.
There's an elephant?
And there's a stuffed elephant.
Vampire, we're mortals. Are you going to try to suck any of our blood tonight? I mean, I see you have blood there, so I assume that you're well fed and you don't need it, but, we kind of want to ask just to be safe.
How dare you insult me in my
I'm
own
not insinuating
rickety
you,
home.
but I just want to be safe.
I don't know where you've been. Why would I eat something that I don't know where it's been?
We haven't been to a hobbit town. The rumors are not true about that farm. Sorry.
Fair enough. I've seen the fires from here in that direction, but anyway, you brought my food supply with you.
I figured as much. I just wanted, to double check. I mean,
All their names.
get that nervous energy out of the room.
Nathaniel walks over to her Beanie, Black-Eyed Bean, and Little Bean are standing with some of the cargo piled off in a corner. I thank you, my friends. And reaches behind them and lifts the lid to two of the pots, which is filled with deer blood. You see, I get my food supply from the town. I don't eat people. Do you see what they drink down there? It taints the blood.
Yeah,
It's
well,
terrible.
that makes sense.
Oh man,
That
and their
makes total
skillets.
Rather odd.
However, if you have time, or since you've insulted me and to make things square, I have a bit of a job.
Oh.
You see, I don't have much space to work out here. The sun keeps me away from the day. I would like the lower floors of my castle cleared out. I have a bit of a rat problem.
Now you say rats. Are these more of the interdimensional kind of rats? Or
Not the
like
interdimensional kind of rats, just rats.
Or they are of
the
unusual
ghost
size?
kind of rats, Val? What if?
Going back over to the books that Thelma was looking at. Well, as you can see, I do have hobbies. A little bit of biology here, some alchemy there, touch of necromancy. And one needs test subjects to work on. Some of them reacted in odd ways, these rats that I experimented on. And they've overrun my basement a bit. I'm embarrassed to say I have no wish to go down there and confront them. They're hideous things. But if you wouldn't mind clearing them out, I have another bottle of that wine. I'll
Done.
gladly give it to you. Well said.
Are you sure we wanna?
Done.
Well then, if you'd like to prepare yourselves. The basement is this way.
Oh yeah, my body's ready. That's great.
He leads you to an iron doorway. He opens it up, and there is a staircase going down. There are torches, and I forget what they're called, that hang on the candles that hang on the wall on the iron hinges. Thank you.
Sconces, I think, are also an option, right?
Scones.
The scones nailed to the wall.
Scones are on the
Muffins.
wall. The
Small
wine held up, but the bread got hard as bricks.
There you go. Don't start with him on the bricks. Got dimensions here, got bricks there.
Nathaniel snaps his fingers, and one by one, each torch just lights up all the way down. I think I'm being summoned. Just be careful.
Aw, that's sweet.
All right. Well, thank you,
as you-
Nathaniel. If you don't hear from us in 8 hours, it's going to go to time and a half pay, union regulations.
If I don't hear from you in 8.5 hours, you're going to either be food for me or whatever you encountered. But good luck.
Wait, did you just imply that I was insulting you and implying that we would be food for you? I mean, now you're implying that we would be food for you?
I mean, if we're already dead, that's just practical.
Yes, but he was insulted. He was saying that I insulted him by insinuating that we would actually be tasty food.
You're
You
the
also
one
called
who
him an
agreed to do a
elephant.
job for a vampire.
Yeah.
For
No.
wine.
Well, that's just
For
racist.
wine. He sold you all out for wine.
Listen, there
I'm
was
getting a
no
good
good
job out
wine
of
in
this.
that town, and I enjoy a nice glass every now and
We
Actually,
might need to hold an
perhaps.
intervention for Alicia. Oh
then.
god.
Elijah may have switched into an alternate reality where he was an alcoholic a few, snaps ago, and hasn't really gotten out of it yet. He was not so much an alcoholic as a wino, but
So, quick perception check.
He's the wine ant.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I don't want to use these dice anymore.
Yeah.
What?
Again, wow.
Again. I don't like it.
Okay.
Nat one.
Wow.
Oh,
Murray,
let's go.
Murray's distracted. He's not paying attention to the hallway. He's pulled a little. Hey, he's pulled a little like jar out of one of his pockets. He's got a little brush and he's painting his horns safety orange, muttering something about OSHA.
So since there was 2 nat 1s in this party, which that's amazing, by the way. The 4 of you are going down the stairway, bickering like school children. Val, you kind of slip and you grab onto Murray, and you both just start tumbling down the stairway. Take Take 3
Wait, with Murray or Elisha?
Murray. Murray had the nat 1.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
No.
Can I throw the rope for them to grab?
Yeah, Murray and I.
So you all land at the bottom, and you're just laying there like, well, that was unpleasant, and then rope just lands on you.
Val, are you all right? I mean, Murray too, but Val
Exactly.
first. Val, are you all right?
That was unpleasant.
Understandable. Honestly, thinking back on it, I probably could have snapped in an alternate universe
I was
there.
gonna say, which dimension let you do that and let me fall all the way down the stairs?
Listen, I'm a little distracted. Have you seen how old this bottle of wine is?
By the way,
tell
you're
you,
carrying
tell
an
you.
empty bottle by now, I imagine.
Oh, I was sipping just the glass I've had.
Murray, where's your
He
brick?
handed you the bottle, which I don't know how much of that you've drank, but he has another, is what he's promised.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not so class. I still am classy about it. I still drink from my glass. I don't just chug the bottle.
No, that wasn't what
I
I was
hold that
implying,
bottle
but-
reverently as I.
Murray, where's your brick?
Sorry, did you say 3 damage?
Well, Eliza's walking down the steps, concerned, still sipping the wine. Why are you gonna pile down at the bottom?
What if I can keep this glass too? It's a fine
I think I'm laying on the bricks. Did you say 3 damage, Amanda?
Yes.
Well, 3 damage. Well, the barbarian is down.
glass.
Just kidding. I don't play a wizard.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
you wound me, which actually knocks me out. Yes, I'm wounded. That's not good. I am a wizard.
So as you start hearing the creaking of the door shutting behind you, and then you hear Nathaniel's voice. Oh, by the way, if you see a coffin, just completely ignore that. If you hear crying, ignore that too, Clam.
Is there any
We're
light
gonna
down
need
here?
Yes,
I look at Val.
the torches,
Torches,
are all lit
okay.
down the
I look at
and
Val.
it
I'm like, oh,
expands.
we're gonna need the chalk.
Yeah, we're gonna need. Yeah, I get it.
Well, we're
Well,
gonna need more than the chalk, but we're
need
definitely going to need the chalk.
Yeah, no, we're gonna need a protection, dodecahedron at this rate.
Listen, if you've got one, I'm all ears. But
I know you're all ears because you're a stupid elf. All right, let's go.
Vampires.
very racist.
You're
You only
also
get
very
3
drunk.
of those, and you've already used one. That's 2, Val. 2.
How many glasses have you had?
Gonna say
What
how
do you
much have
want?
you drank, hon? All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
2 glasses of wine and the drink of salt water and the meat I had in the bar.
Yeah,
Make
you
a
doing
con
great.
save.
Not drunk. My ear just fell off, so don't worry about that. But
Make a con save then. Yeah. I was iffy on it. Once that ear was gone, it's like, oh no, you're making that con save now.
con save. My con's good actually. Yeah.
That's fine.
Con save. That's 13.
13. All right. You're feeling good. It's a hell of a lot better than that salt water you had. Feeling a light buzz.
I'm gonna save the rest of this bottle though. I'm not feeling the need to get too drunk here, especially if we're gonna be fighting real rats. But a nice buzz.
All right. So, you see.
Oh,
a hallway
honey. Selma, do you know about the rats? You don't really believe ROUSs exist, right?
I
No,
mean,
of course not.
Hey, you go first. Okay.
There's a hallway to the left of you, and there's a hallway to the right.
We
Ever
immediately
so-
start doing the Scooby-Doo
I'm like-
hallway gag.
I mean, Val, I've actually seen multiple universes where ROUSs are a thing. One of
Right
them
now,
where there's
you
a
see a
dominant
whole
species.
universe of pink elephants, so, we're moving.
No, I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm getting a vision, guys. It's a whole universe of getting paid. Let's go kill some rats.
Split up, gang.
Split up.
Roll
I'll
perception.
take Val.
Roll perception.
Elijah with disadvantage.
What? Aw, I had an
I like this
18
buzz.
too.
What was it?
I had an 18 too, but now I got to roll
Okay.
again.
I got an 18.
I see. And a 4.
Nice.
Plus 3, 7.
Okay.
I think that's
So Val, you almost think you feel it, but it's drafty down here in this basement. You think you feel a gust of wind, but it's a castle. Castles are drafty. Everyone else above a 10, as you're walking along, you feel it distinctly not come from one way to the hallway, but through a space in the wall.
I start
The
like
wall.
feeling
Go ahead.
around for like a trap, like a hidden door kind of thing.
How
Like a
tall are
hidden
you?
bookcase. 3 feet. Can I
So
ask
in that
someone to give me a
span of 3
boost
feet-
for like the taller stuff?
I'll hand Thelma a trowel and pick her up and give her a trowel to give a poke at the wall with.
So roll investigation.
29.
Ooh.
That
You
was a
put your
nat
hand on-
20
what-
plus a 9.
Oh, you win.
Okay.
You win, honey.
you
So
win the
you
one
put
shot.
your hand on the wall and like, lift me up a little bit. And as he picks you up, you put your hand on the wall. Just And you knock twice and reach over, pull the candle holder down.
I love that trope.
Half the wall slides to the side.
Put the candle back.
As the air comes rushing out, there is a loud wail of a cry. A few of the candles flicker. The hallway goes dim a bit, but it does come back. The light comes back around through, and the air is still. What do you do?
Sounds like something spoiled in his walk-in freezer, huh? I mean, it made a bad noise and it was cold.
Let's look for clues, gang.
What does it look like through this opening? Is it a chamber or a whole hallway, or what do we?
So as you walk in,
I didn't
surrounding
say I
around
walk
it-
in. I look.
Okay. So as you look in,
Mhm.
there are columns on each side, and sitting not straight up but at a back angle is a coffin with a black, it looks like it was carved out of it, a black cross in the middle, a handprint engraved out of the center of it, and a plaque which has been scratched and can't be read.
I just open up a tiny little briefcase pack I've got on my belt. I open it up. There's a wide range of chalks in there.
Yeah.
I carefully select out 2. I look at that. Well, would you like the 9-inch or the 6-inch? One of us should draw the circle and the other the pattern.
Yeah, I'll do the 6-inch. Got the 9-inch.
Okay.
I'm going this way.
And I start drawing a large circle around, leaving room for Valerie to draw patterns within.
Yeah, this reminds me of that time with the place, the red roof.
Yes, the inn that one burned down.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's fine,
they
it's
always
fine.
burn down. You notice that?
You know, I mean, not all of them. There was that one we went to with the with Bartholomew
the-
and the other. Oh no, that one
Bartholomew,
did burn
yeah.
down. That one did burn
That one
down.
was
Yes,
still up.
no.
So look for
What about
things
the-
without eyes. Don't go there. Okay.
There was the one that didn't burn down.
Yeah, no, you
It-
helped it though.
It was an explosion. So I mean, it didn't burn down. It was
Yeah, that was the reality that you were in. the
ruins
exploding one.
burned. But
There's
they
another
down.
There's another wail that comes out from the coffin.
Oh,
It's the
don't
same
like
cry
that.
that you've been hearing. And
Oh,
all of a
yeah.
sudden,
I
through
don't like it.
that black slit, you see 2 golden eyes.
Can I make
Oh.
like a I don't know if it would be like Arcana or History to see if I know what this is. Like with the gold eyes.
Roll it. Whichever's higher.
Whichever's higher. Okay. Let's see. A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So you start thinking of the history from around this region, this castle. You've heard stories, but nothing's really quite placing. But you've got this feeling we've all felt that's the tip of your tongue. You have seen these eyes. And then your mind flashes back to the painting above the fireplace of the lady.
Thelma, what's that look for?
Guys, I think this is the lady that was above
Someone
the
there.
fireplace.
Jinkith.
I hear voices. Is someone there?
Yeah. Hi.
Can you
Can I
come
help you?
closer? I can't see you. Can you come closer?
No, I'm really short. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty tall, so I can't do it either. Sorry,
I'm a little drunk.
Nathaniel said not to talk to people in coffins. Sorry, this is kind of creeping me out. No offense, this is just pretty spooky.
Yeah, we're only racist here. Nothing problems. We're just gonna go.
Then, what are you doing here, if I may ask?
We're exterminators. We're supposed to take care of some rats.
Yeah.
Have you seen any?
My husband sent you.
Yes, to kill rats, like we said, exterminators.
And you trusted him?
I mean, he promised me wine,
He put me in here.
That's fine. Yeah.
but he had 1,000-year-old wine.
Yeah,
also,
we really need to have
that. He just asked us to kill some rats for wine.
So you haven't seen any rats, huh?
I've only heard them.
Sorry
They
to
what made the
disturb
marks
you
on the
then.
front.
Is
Pardon?
that we can get you some, like, I don't know, wine, blood?
You can get me the hell out of here.
No, I'm afraid we can't do that. We could bring you some blood, though. I mean, I figure that's. I mean, you're a vampire too, right? I just assumed
It's really gross.
coffin and all.
At that time, you all start hearing scratches and a little bit of squeaks and shrieks. As you all
Oh, that sounds like the
turn
rats.
to see multiple beady yellow eyes, some pairs, some not, coming out from the columns around you. Roll initiative.
Excellent. Okay. I'm loving this. I'm so loving this. Okay.
Forgive me, Thelma. What did you have?
I had, what did I have? I had 9.
Okay. Pan, you had a 9 as well, or
I
the 11?
We can both
did.
shrink
Oh.
together.
Which of the two you? I'm guessing the rogue has the higher dex.
Yeah. Go
Okay.
get him.
Let me roll for the rats.
No, you don't have to do that.
I will say I do all the enemies at one time. I'm not doing that multiple sort of thing. Ooh, lucky y'all. 4. They will be going last. Murray will be going first. I will explain the layout one moment.
I'm guessing there are lots of rats. That's what I understand.
There are.
Not gonna work then.
Okay. So, from each side of the. Well, start over. Calm down. From the left of the coffin, because the coffin is the center of the room, facing the doorway, from each side, there is a swarm of rats. And stepping out from behind, putting his hand on the top and to the side with massive claws that match the claws that have already scarred the front of this coffin and caused that plaque to not be able to be read. Pulls out a rat that is half his face is missing, one eye is gone, clearly rotting. You smell him before you see him. And he snarls as yet another swarm of rats comes around him and stands and halts next to him. Murray, you're up.
Yeah, Murray's gonna rage. It seems like a barbarian thing to do. So,
Gonna throw hands or throw bricks?
yeah. I should throw a brick. Oh man. Yeah, rule of Goofy. Yeah, Murray's gonna rage and just point at the big rat and go, "Scabby the rat, we meet at last," and just yeet a brick at him. So I don't know I don't know how the numbers work for that, so I do
You're the
have-
reason for all my violation, my OSHA
Yeah.
violations,
Yeah.
and health code failures.
So I'm raging, so I get +2 damage on melee streets. Yeah, so I don't know how do I roll a brick attack? I don't know what the stats are for a brick. It's an improvised weapon.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
proficient.
improvised. You're not wearing armor. I'm gonna say it's probably like a D. I'm gonna give you a D6 on that. Why not? I mean, you're proficient in bricks.
Okay. Is that strength or dex to throw it? I forget how throwing things works.
Strength.
Okay.
You're
Cool.
a barbarian.
Yeah.
Throw that thing as hard as you can.
Oh man, I accidentally grab it by the rope that's wrapped around it and it slips out of my hand because I rolled a nat 1. But I have DM inspiration and this is the time to use it.
That is a good time to use it.
Good idea.
Yay.
Like that idea.
There we go. That's better. 13 plus stuff, plus 6, plus 3, 16, plus proficiency is like 18?
Okay, and you're throwing at the boss rat.
Yeah, the big rat.
So, you take that brick with a rope. It sounds like that should be something in a prison movie. And you start slinging it back behind you. Just swirling. You're throwing the hell out of this thing, brick on a rope. Words I didn't think I'd say today.
Available
And-
in the Redbubble store.
Quick wait. Do you throw it or do you hold on to it?
I was kind of thinking actually I didn't take the rope brick. I probably had a different brick and just threw like a loose brick at him.
So you just want to throw a loose brick? and that's
Yeah.
it. Just steal my thunder. All
well,
right.
Well, no, rule of cool. All right, I throw the rope brick and I hang on to the rope.
Okay.
It doesn't count as retcon because the DM wants to do it.
You're absolutely right. So yeah, you sling this brick around and you hit that rat right on the side of the head. Roll damage before I continue with what happens.
That's a 5 on the die, and then I haven't played D&D in too long. Do I add proficiency to damage? I do get +2, so that's at least
You
7.
add your strength or dex or whatever is relevant, the relevant stat, but not your proficiency.
Okay, cool. So it's 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2 for raging, or it's not melee? No, it's not melee, so it's just 8.
Just 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bad for a brick.
Not bad. I mean, is this the same brick you said before?
Yeah, I think it's so. It's the official Slady's brick.
Oh wow, stealing
Mhm.
my thunder again. Okay, so you hit this rat on the side of the head, and his head conks onto the iron casket next to him, causing an additional 2 damage. And when he shakes it off and looks at you, the Slady's logo is tattooed on the side of his face.
In the name of the Bricklayers Union Local 238, I will punish you.
Loving every bit of this.
Yeah.
Loving
Love you,
every bit
Kevin.
of it.
I love you so much.
Liza, you're up. Liza.
Okay. I would like to quickly ask, how big is the room we're in?
How big? Oh,
Because
There is a question.
I'm a mid-level wizard, so
12 by 12.
12 by
Ceremonial.
12. Oh,
Now
dear.
remember, you're in a rickety, rundown castle that's
Oh yes.
barely holding together. You left the
Fine,
town
fine, fine.
on fire.
Instead, you watch as I run one hand across the other, and the shadow of a blade appears in his hand. 3rd level shadow blade cast, and
Love
I'm
it.
going to. What is the lighting situation in this room actually?
Torches. It's
So dim light or full light?
it's dim. You can
Dim
see.
light.
Like, not
Perfect.
worried about dark vision or anything like that. But dim.
No, no, but if it's dim light, that does affect my shadow blade by allowing me to, in dim or darkness, I make attack rolls with advantage with this. So I go up to the leader rat, and I am going to cut him in 2. Thank you.
Roll attack.
Ooh, that's not great. Let me try my advantage though. Not bad. Well, let's see here. That's a 17 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
Wonderful. Now, since that is, let's see here. I cast at 3rd level, so that is 3d8 psychic damage.
Roll damage.
Five, that's a 6. And that's a 6. So that would be 17 damage as well. 17 psychic damage.
Okay. The rat is still up, but if you'd like to describe what you do to this rat, I'll allow that. It's still alive.
Wonderful. I make that blade, as I say. I swagger up to it, and I give it a twirl of my wrist across its side and back, and just cut it across, and you just see the rat's eyes go wide with some sort of shock of pain as I bring the blade up, pass it into my other hand, and smile at the rat.
The rat does get cut in half and flops down. The only thing left of the upper torso is one arm. It's half of its chest and its head, and it is clawing that one arm, trying to pull towards you.
Like the Terminator.
Ooh, that was unexpected, actually. Oh dear. Somebody else?
There's still 3 swarms of rats around the room.
Oh, yes. It would have been much more easy if I just set the whole room on fire, but I mean, some people wanted to save the castle at the he only asked us to kill the rats. He said nothing about keeping the castle intact.
I mean, do you really think that bottle of wine would survive it?
No, which is why I didn't do it.
You all heard that, right?
No, that was out of character. Completely out of character.
Thelma, you are up.
Okay, the rat is still alive. I'm going to walk over and stab.
So, what do you wish to stab it with?
My rapier.
Your rapier. Is this okay?
Reminder,
No
I am
road.
next to it, so you would get your sneak attack.
Yes.
You would, because it was crawling towards him, and definitely within range.
So let me see here. Oh, that wasn't great. It was a 5 to hit.
Mm,
That's
Oh,
Okay, you-
no, it wasn't. Actually, using another one of my uses of Lucky Spell, you have advantage now. Have at it again. Let's
Indeed.
pull from a better universe where you rolled a little higher. Don't you tell me I wasted that.
It's a 7
Total?
plus
Your proficiency in dexterity?
3, so 10.
What? Yeah, but your proficiency and dexterity. So your dexterity is a +3, and your proficiency should be a +3 as well, because you're 5th level.
Yes,
13.
so 13. Okay.
It made it beats. So,
Oh yes.
roll damage.
We did it!
We pulled victory from the jaws of defeat. I don't know. I've had a little bit.
I'm fine.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We're still surrounded by rats and probably a lich or something, but it's fine.
Fine. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's good. It's fine.
It's fine. It's good.
7 piercing damage.
With
And
sneak
then
attack?
I also get the sneak attack, which is
Mhm.
3d6. Hold on. 3. 14 more damage.
Excellent. So, you whip out your rapier, and seeing what's going on as the rats hit the ground and starts clawing. When it hit, blood kind of splattered out. It's old blood. It's disgusting and smelly, but it's there, and it's slick. So you take off at a dash, leap forward a little bit, land on the blood, and with your rapier out, straight out, slide right in between the rat's forehead, and it is
Oof.
dead.
Oh,
Eee.
fantastic.
I hate rats.
10.
Unfortunately, now I
Yeah,
just
oh my
have no
God.
idea what I'm gonna do, cause bats. Okay. So, actually, technically, not gonna be able to do much here. And so we're about to get attacked by a bunch of rats. Am I correct?
Swarms, yeah.
Seems
yeah,
likely.
that would be fantastic. Except for I really don't think there's much I can do about it. It's one of the things. But let's think.
Blew up a hotel last time.
Well, get the demolition. We're fine. Restoration, not my thing. So, still trying to figure this out. So, I think what I want to be sure, because Elijah just did this thing with the sword, which I don't know which one of the universes we're in. Usually he can't do much. I worry about him being squishy. So, I'm going to if we're continuing to attempt to not die here, I'm going to cast a Shield of Faith on Elijah with the sword.
Okay,
You
that'll
can
work.
stand it up. So we take out a little bit of parchment that's got some nice holy writing on it, and going, "Holy Christmas," and just play a Shield of Faith, saying, "It's okay, honey. You're doing great. You're doing marvelous." Good.
Thank you, Val. You're doing quite well yourself. I haven't actually seen you do anything yet, but
I'm
believe
doing
you.
something right now.
Well, I believe you are. I'm just saying. I'm kind
You
of
better
focused on
believe
what
it.
I'm doing over here.
Will you just stop something?
Mom and Dad, stop fighting.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm doing my Shield of Faith. That's my turn.
Okay, yeah, I was going to take the bickering as a bonus action.
I also,
That's okay.
there you go. That's a bonus action. The only thing I wanted to know is about movement, because I really don't like being near the big
You
eyeballs.
can back up if you like.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like being near the rats, and I don't like being near a glowy eye person inside of the coffin thing. I don't like that. So, kind of withdrawing a little bit from that. Don't like it.
If you'd like, you can back out into the hallway if you prefer.
No, I still want to be around people who can stab things.
Okay.
I'm with the ghosts. I like to stay on the side of the living.
Okay.
Okay.
So, it is the rat's turn. However, I need you all just to roll a straight d20.
Okay.
And
My
you can
dice are
tell me
actually
what the results
18.
are.
17.
13.
5.
This is going to be a little tricky, but this is how it's going to play out. So, during your celebration, Thelma, of killing this beast before you in an epic fashion, bravo, love it. Out of nowhere, from the ceiling, that doesn't make sense, from the ceiling, suddenly drops another rat, very similar, lands on top of the coffin, and takes a swipe at you. It is equally as large as the one you just slayed, hiding up on the ceiling.
I'm angry.
Tell me.
But also, don't I have? Oh, I don't think uncanny dodge would work, would it? Would it? It says when an attacker that you can see, I probably wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't have seen it if it came out of nowhere, but
Oh no, that just means they're not like invisible or anything, right?
Right. I'm gonna say that it does surprise you because you were looking forward. And it was a bit of a shock. You didn't know it was there. Okay. Does an 18 hit?
yes. So uncanny dodge makes it so that I have the damage.
That is correct.
Yes.
7 damage from this swipe. It does tear your shirt a little bit on the arm. There is instant blood that starts running down a bit, but you're still standing, and you've got a new friend to have fun with. Now, each of the swarm is going to attack each of the rest of the party. Starting with Murray. Oh. Ooh, another 18.
Yeah, that hits.
They're going to bite.
Ouch.
Ooh. 6.
Okay.
Elijah. What the hell? I have never rolled 3 18s in a row. Just for the heck of it, I'm switching out.
Yeah, 18 hits. I really should have remembered to cast Mage Armor before this, but I still.
You got the Shield
You
of
got
Faith.
the thing.
The what thing?
Shield of Faith.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. What does that add to me?
I believe that it's 2.
2. Let's
think
see here. I might be able to shield it then.
Okay.
Let's see here. 2 would bring me to 14. The shield plus 5 is 19. Yes.
Ah, it does miss.
As it comes at me, I whip out a shield, basically a shield of energy that comes out of almost thin air from another universe.
Okay. So as these swarmer rats lunge at you, and some of them do leap up, they just start spraying off like bits of water and spraying in different directions before gathering back up together. Well done. Val.
Thank you.
One is attacking you.
Save me.
Does an 8 hit?
An 8 does not hit.
So as
Kick it, damn sewer rats.
so they go towards you, and you just start backing up and stomping a bit, and they kind of flush around you, but can't seem to find purchase in anything, and then kind of retreat a little bit.
Yeah, when I grew up, I got rats bigger than you.
Back to the top of the round with Murray.
All right, I'm gonna call upon the School of Brute Force Magic, and I'm gonna cast Hit Hammer on the nearest group of rats that was biting me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll make an attack. 16. That's two-handed,
Okay.
by the way. I'm just bringing it down. So
Okay. Roll that damage.
nice. I get. Oh man, wait. Oh, it's the wrong die. Saved by not knowing numbers. Nice. No, not nice. That's still min. All right, 1 plus 3 plus 2 is 6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you take this hammer up above your head, and with all the rage you can muster of all the OSHA violations and all the health code failures, you come smashing down. The floor cracks a bit, and you completely flatten a number of these rats. They're good size. They splatter out a good bit. And some of the rats do
Gross.
scatter, but a couple do kind of start swarming onto the hammer, and some still are at your feet. Is there anything you wish to say or use as a bonus action?
No, I'm just gonna stand here and be a barbarian. So I think this is fine.
All right. Nick, you're up.
Just to be safe, seeing as the rats are swarming me and that was a last-ditch effort, I am going to use... actually, let me make sure I've marked off all my spell slots that I've used so far. Fantastic. Okay. I am going to cast Mirror Image on myself and pull duplicates of myself from other parallel dimensions where I'm just slightly off of myself. So there are now 4 Elijahs occupying roughly the same space and moving together as one.
Love it.
That is my
Love it. Okay.
His best
No witty
comedy.
comeback. Thelma, you're up.
And now there's 4 of them.
Do they all have shadow blades?
Yes, they all look identical.
I
Love it.
So there's a giant rat in front of me, correct?
Roughly the size of a very large dog, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna stab.
I like this plan. Stabbing's good. Everyone loves stabbing.
So,
I
I
do
mean,
too.
you gotta stab. My God, my rolls are like terrible. 6.
6. I'm afraid not. No. So you stab at it, and it reaches back and just hisses at you. Is there anything you'd like to do?
No, I think that's it for now.
Dash
I would
away.
point out that
hide.
there's an otter dog who on Kevin's seat right now. He's adorable.
Oh,
Stream doggo.
there is a stream doggo.
Doggo.
Stream doggo.
I don't know. I think I'm like so like panicked by this rat. Like I wouldn't even think of like to run away. I'm just like, oh my god, like just
stab,
like,
stab,
stab. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you scored
Val?
any? Have you scored any hits on this particular rat? I know you got the last one, but did you hit this one yet?
No.
Okay. Okay. So, good to know. This is important. I'm gonna sacred flame that rat.
Okay.
No, Elijah's not bringing the fire. We're just gonna bring it too.
It's like, I am tired of his shit. This is time to do some business.
It is time
Love
to
it.
burn something. It happens all the time. Okay. So this is, you have to succeed on a dexterity saving throw. A 14.
Ooh. 17.
Yeah, so that's a yes, he does.
Okay. Does anything else happen?
Yeah, I pout.
I hate that I'm rolling so high now.
Let me just check real quick. I think that's all I'm gonna be able to do in this.
I didn't know if it was one of those half damage ones.
Yeah, it's. I don't think this is a half damage one. Am I incorrect? I don't believe so. I believe this is. Yeah, it's not that. Yep.
Okay.
So no, I just am disappointed. I'm disappointed. There you go.
The rat's kind of scare back from a little bit from when you yelling that. All right, so the large rat is going to lunge at Thelma once again.
Rude.
The 6 hit. I can't imagine it would.
No. Thank goodness.
So yeah, it slashes at you again, misses. Looks up and sees 4 Elijahs and backs up to where it's back on top, that kind of perched on top of that coffin again. So it's not directly on you at this point, but it's still there and it still is overseeing everything. Same pattern as last time. Swarm of rats in front of each of you will attack. Starting with Murray yet again. Let's just stick with this one. It was all 18s. Now it's all 6s. So I can't imagine that hit. Elijah. 9.
And 9 does not hit.
And 9 does not hit.
Doesn't even hit one of my other images. There are 4 of us, and it managed to miss all of us.
Okay, so that swarm of rats kind of splits up, doesn't know what to do, gets flustered, comes back together, goes out again, comes back to it. Doesn't know what to do with all these. They were like, I can't imagine. Can they smell them or anything? There's no scent.
No, the illusions are perfect replicas of me.
Okay.
They are just versions of me that I pulled from other universes.
Okay.
They can't actually attack,
So-
but otherwise they are perfect replicas.
Awesome. So they just feel overwhelmed all of a sudden. That all of a sudden there's these four new enemies right in front of them.
Yeah, I know what they feel like.
The last swarm in front of Penn is going to attack for 12.
No. I heel stomped that one too, right to the curb.
So yeah, you managed to
That'd be it.
kill one of them. Love it.
Really? That'll learn it.
Not the whole swarm, but one rat in that swarm.
You just need the one.
Keep
Don't
this
need
up
the
for a long
green
while.
wiggly
You'll
bit.
get them all eventually. Top of the round, back at Kevin.
All right. So am I being like swarmed with rats on me, or are they just kind of like near me?
They're just there's a few on the hammer, but most of them are on the ground in front of you.
Okay. Well, I guess the rats being on the hammer saves the hammer a trip, so I'm just gonna pick it up with the rats and bring them on back down. So let's do that.
Roll for the attack.
Yeah, 13 plus stuff. Move chat.
You got it.
All right, I got it. Cool. Two-handed again. Let's do better this time. Cool. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 2 is 12.
Oh no, that's unfortunate. How do you want to do this?
Yes, there we go.
So I have to imagine that on like just the furious windup as this is gross. I feel bad that I thought this is gross. As Murray unsticks the hammer from the rats that he squished, it kind of comes up with a pop, and the rats that were on the hammer hit the ceiling, and that's how they go out. And then he just brings it back down and gets the rest of them. So
Awesome.
sorry,
it.
everybody. Gross.
I can't get over
Yep.
Nikki's face. I don't know what I can see it, but she's horrified.
No,
She's
We
just
had
horrified.
donkey farts all for that didn't do it, but all of a sudden this.
Nah, donkey farts are funny and lighthearted. This was gross. These are rats.
Rats are gross.
Excuse me, everybody. Nick, you're up.
Okay. Just a quick clarification. If the rats do have blind sight or true sight, they can tell the difference between me and the images. I looked up the rules on it, so
Okay.
I don't know if the rats have. Obviously, they're not going to true sight, but if they have blind sight, then yes, they can tell the difference. But, anyways, I'm going to slash at them with my shadow blade because that's fun.
Love it. Please continue.
Ooh,
Wardrobe malfunction.
18 plus
Yeah, that'll hit.
plus 3. That's a 23.
Yes.
That'll hit all day, every day.
Let's see here. That's 5, 6, and a 6. Again, same thing as last time. 17 damage. Psychic damage.
How do you wish to do this?
I wish to have all 4 of us come at it, like from different angles, and then just at the last second, you could tell it realizes which one of us is real as I bring it straight up the middle. And
This is the large one? Or is this a swarm?
what was in front of me? Was it the swarm or the large one?
Both. Either one. Like one was kind of off slightly to the side, and the large
Go
one
for
was
the
up on-
large one.
Large one? And you did 17?
Yep.
Okay. It is still alive. Forgive me on that. I faux pas. However,
Fair enough.
you cut off 2 of the arms, and it tumbles down that coffin and is in a heap in front of you, still alive, snarling, biting at air,
He'll bite your
But-
legs off.
very much damaged.
I did want to quickly ask, has it been an hour? Have we been in this castle for over an hour at this point?
Over an hour. I'd say it's getting real close.
Okay. My unseen servant's probably gone by then.
Okay. I mean, the tour of the castle from that.
Yes,
that
yeah, I figured it was
unloading
gone,
the
but I
wagon.
might have. If it wasn't, I was going to, just because I had the bonus action, I was going to order it to start dusting off that coffin and see if it could read what was scratched out.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Okay, Jeff, while I'm dealing with the rats, could you maybe dust that coffin off? Give it a good scrub.
And you see there's not only dust starts wiping away blood because of what you just did. Yeah, there's just 3 claw marks still right through the middle of that plaque. But
Oh,
it
I
is,
intend to mend those when I'm done, but I wanted him to make sure it was clean.
it spells out the town of Au. No. Thelma, you're up.
Oh Lord. I'm just gonna stick to my fan favorite of just stabbing. It's just gonna be stabbing. That's it.
Stabbing the heap or the swarm? Heap, swarm.
Go for the heap.
Heap.
Clean up my
It's
mess
gonna be the
again.
heap.
Go for the heap.
Yep,
We're going
it's
for the
gonna
heap.
be the heap.
Okay.
A
So
heap up, a hip
I
it.
will say, because its arms are gone and it's just kind of looking up, snapping, it doesn't see you. So I will allow sneak attack.
Well, I got a 23 to hit.
That will
Yes.
definitely hit a heap of undead rats that has been experimented on by a vampire.
Good God.
That's fair. No.
So that's gonna be
I'm glad
5
no one-
piercing plus. Let's see. Hold on. Holy! I got 3 6s in a row.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Beautiful.
I'm pretty sure you didn't need
We
that much
love to see
damage to
it.
kill it, but
Yeah, since I stole the sweet, delicious thunder on your first kill, this one's all yours.
It's already missing. You said its arms or its legs?
Its front arms. It still has both its behind legs, but they're kind of scraggly and dangly. No one likes looking at them. They're always covered in sweatpants. You can't wear leggings with those legs.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna behead it. Slice it clean off.
So as you do, and as you do this, you swipe away, pose a bit. The moonlight hits your eyes, a twinkle, as the rat head slowly in slow-mo, wide open, tongue hanging out at an awkward angle, just slowly spins behind you.
And I'm just gonna mutter to myself, I hate rats. I hate rats. Just... Val, you're up. There's V. No, never mind.
Really,
There's
really
eight, isn't
hates
it?
rats.
This,
Got
V,
it.
we've all been thinking Velma.
Got it. Now,
Velma and Velma. Yeah.
Val and
Val. No.
Velma.
Val and Velma. They sound so similar.
I apologize. You can call me Valerie, or Madam Val.
Madam Val. Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah, that's on my business card. Anyway,
I
So
love
again, I
I'm
was
playing
gonna
with small
call you-
business owners. I love this.
well, because my professional name is like, you know, Sky Aurora, Moonchild, Darkness, whatever. It's really hard to fit on the business card. It's too long. The types.
It's
Just
a
keeps
plank of
folding out,
wood.
Folding out. You're like, okay, what?
So you can say Madam Val. It's so much easier. The problem here is that like I keep targeting the thing that she kills, so I gotta get better at figuring this out. So it's just a rats. We just got rats.
It's just the 3 swarms is left.
Just 3 swarms.
you
You
know
say
of.
it like that. Okay. A lot of swarms.
I'm fine.
I love how you have to turn around just to get all the laughs out. So good.
Yes, it's great. I don't have any big group things. This is the problem. I gotta get better at this.
I mean, your party is there, and there's 4 Elijahs. If
Yeah, no, go Elisha. Well, I already protected
I'm
him.
right again.
Pretty good.
yes, that's
Actually, you
thank
know
for
what?
protection.
That's true. I'm gonna do another because Elisha's doing great. Sound like you're also doing great, but I don't like you getting stabbed because we already ruined the turtleneck thing, and that's really your thing. And
I know, but this is my best turtleneck, and I'm
I
so
know.
upset.
it looks so good on you. So we're gonna do a little shield of faith on you as well. Okay. That'll give you a +2 to your AC.
Thanks, Val.
Okay, you're doing great. You're doing great, girl. You go get him.
Thanks.
I'm gonna hide. Okay, you go ahead.
So where do you go? Or do you stay in the same area, or do you go somewhere?
Well, so one question I have is for the chick in the coffin over there.
Okay.
Anything with the blinky eyes? What's going on during all the ratting?
They live here. My husband's fault. That's all I
Yeah,
know.
they're experimenting on the rats, the little undead rats, and you have no problem with this.
It's not like I can stop him from here.
Well, what are you doing in there?
He trapped me in here.
Well, what are you supposed to say with that? He gets you trapped in there.
I want a
supposed to
divorce.
Are you an independent woman or not?
Not currently.
Use your strength of will, honey.
It's an absolute iron coffin. There's not a whole lot she can do.
No, that's a shame.
Rat's turn?
I guess it's the rat's turn.
Okay. Same order as always. Starting with Murray. A swarm of rats, some on his hammer. 1 or 2, not many. 11. Murray. Does an 11 hit?
Oh, no, it does not. Sorry.
It does not. So those rats, they start trying to climb up your leg, which you kind of kick and stomp. A few of them go over here, a few of them go over there. You manage to stomp on one or two of them, but they shake off and kind of retreat yet again. Elijah, the next one will be attacking you and your multitude of self-fans.
A second, because I've learned that I'm actually supposed to roll my d20 before you roll your d20 to see if you hit me or the clones.
Okay.
You'll be hitting one of the clones. Go ahead.
Well, I rolled an 8.
You don't hit anything.
So they run around it and just keep running around it. They try to snap at it, but don't. They're confused that they're not. They bite into what they think is something, but nothing's going on. It doesn't affect the illusion.
Nope.
But they're just running around it like crazy.
We know that effect. It looks like there's something going on in there, but there's nothing going on in there.
For the record, it also makes it doubly confusing because apparently I'm supposed to be like constantly switching positions with these things, so we're all like orbiting in like a circle around each other.
Oh, love it.
We're like a little carousel of Elijah's.
Oh dear God, I've had nightmares.
All of a sudden, that feeling Val had when she drank that slog
All back.
comes up yet again. It doesn't come all the way up. It's like, oh. The last one will attack Val. Another 11.
That does not hit. And I kick it
Not
again
hit.
with my boot.
Oh, and you kill yet another one. You're gonna have rat guts on your heels. It's
Ugh.
girl.
Ugh. No.
Don't worry, it is your turn.
It is my turn. There we go. Now I'm not muted. So there's still what 2, 3 swarms of rats
There's
left?
3 swarms left.
Okay. Where are they in relation to me and like everybody else? I mean, it's kind of a broad question, I guess.
So you're on one side of the coffin,
Mm-hmm.
and you're right in front of it. The coffin is to their left.
Okay.
Another swarm is on the right side of the coffin, not directly next to it, but right in between, like diagonal to it. And another one is at the far back of the room with Val.
Okay. The 2 closer ones, can I get somewhere where I have a straight line between the 2 groups, but not hitting any of my friends?
I'm afraid not, because
Okay.
Thelma
kinda-
and both Eliza are still. Well, I'm guessing one of the Elishas is possibly, but Thelma is right there amongst it.
Okay, that's all right. Let's see. I'm gonna whip out a hand axe and throw it at the closest clump of rats.
Okay, so you're gonna
Just
throw
kinda-
a hand axe at the one in
Yeah,
front
just
of
gonna
you?
kind of toss the hammer in my other hand and then whip a hand axe at him. So seems like a thing to do.
Do you have two-hand fighting?
I don't know. Do I? I don't think I do. Hey, look at that. Cool. I know how to
So-
play a barbarian. Maybe I don't do that. Maybe I one hand the warhammer and then also get the hand axe.
Right, you just don't get the proficiency, the bonus on the damage
Mm-hmm.
on the second, if I recall.
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
So go ahead with the first attack.
All right, so I'll run over. Let's see. That is a nat 20.
Oh,
Oh, baby, a triple.
beautiful!
Yes. You love to
Don't
see
even
it.
have to roll that damage.
Okay.
Describe it for me.
Let's see. So that's the warhammer coming down. That's one-handed, so it's where's my d8? There we go. Crits, and this I've been playing homebrew stuff. We just double the damage. Is that what I do?
You only had to worry about the damage. You
Okay.
got
So
this.
all right,
You got
cool.
this
So
one.
all right, so I rolled a bunch of big numbers, and I guess if the first blow gets it, yeah. So I one hand the hammer, and then pull out my hand axe as I'm running over to the group of rats, and I go to do like a kind of wheeling strike thing, but the first blow of the hammer, I kind of turn it sideways for the broadside of the head and just flatten all the rats, and I'm just like, oh, cool.
You chuck the axe at another one?
Yeah, I guess I can, right? There's another one close by.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. All right. Well, then, while I've got the hammer down, I'm gonna kind of swing around with the hammer as sort of an anchor point and come over with the axe and come at the next group of rats.
Okay.
6 plus 6. Nope. 6 plus Oh yeah, 6 plus 6 is 12. It's okay.
So you do come over. The first one is exactly as you described, all of it in barbarian glory. So you reach over to the other one, and as you sweep across with this hand axe, you manage to cut into a vast multitude of them. The group is much, much, much smaller now. So the swarm is still active, much smaller. You see, gonna be a little graphic warning. Little bits of undead rat legs kind of twitching here, there, rat tail here or there. But it is still, the swarm is still much smaller, but a swarm.
That's
Well
fair.
done. Well done. Elisha, you're up.
Well, I
Two
see
swarms
that
left.
little... What?
Hmm?
Oh, 2 swarms left. Yes. I'm going to go for
Yes.
that one that he just cut down to size, and I'm just going to cut them up a little further.
Roll that attack.
I'm going to go with that one. That would be 12 plus 2 plus 3, so 17.
It hits.
Right. And 3d8. That is a 7, a 4, and another 7. That is 18 psychic damage.
You needed 2 to kill.
Wonderful.
So you grind it into a sausage.
Tell me what psychic damage, that much psychic damage looks like to a small swarm of undead rats, please.
You see a small swarm of undead rats come down. You see 4 Elijahs coming down with blades on all these psychic rats. You see fear in their eyes. And as the blades cut down, you see those eyes bulge and pop. The heads just slightly exploded.
Lightly exploded.
Lightly exploded. Just
Lightly killed.
lightly burst. If you
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Like bursting boba in bubble tea.
Oh.
Yes, exactly.
Oh. You think it's overkill, but it's just enough kill. Just enough kill. There you go.
Just enough. Thelma, you're up.
Oh dear.
Okay.
The last remaining swarm is the one over in front of Val.
Okay. I'm
Feel the
gonna
face, baby.
I'm gonna head over to Val. I don't know how far away she is, but
The room isn't crazy big.
Neither of
You
us are
don't
too big. We can't get too far.
it's true.
I still
I'm
think it's weird that, like, a lot of, even with the smaller species, the amount of time, speed you have, even though it's further for smaller species, is more or less the same. Very little difference.
You said
But anyway.
5 feet
Hey,
less
little
of
Jay, is
movement.
that another little joke?
Yeah,
Is that a short joke?
just an observation.
I'm gonna stab.
Okay, since you are coming up from behind, you will totally get sneak attack.
Okay. But it's only a 9 to hit.
Artie, you have nothing to help with this? No advantage on the sneak attack? Not an
I
assassin?
have one.
May I
use
offer you a
left.
brick in this trying time?
I'm going to
You were
save my
gonna say
last
that.
use. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the rogue, do you have two-handed fighting? I know, if anything, I think you should still be able, if you use a dagger, something that's light, if you have it.
I don't have two-handed.
But if you have a light weapon,
Yeah.
you can still attack with it. You just won't get the attack
Get a
bonus.
dagger.
I do have a dagger, yeah.
Or just grab one of the other rats and just beat it with them.
That works too.
Just
Grab
stab.
a rat and beat another rat.
It'll have to be one of the smaller rats.
I do
There's-
that. I do
There's
that.
not room to
And you
swing a cat in
squeeze
here,
it
but I
and
can
its
swing a
mouth
rat.
is open and you just stab.
You're just trying to skewer rats and you get frustrated, so you just pick one up by the tail and just bash it. Rogue turned into
Oh.
a barbarian all of a sudden.
Every time you hear it, you just say squeak, 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 squeak.
Where's my rule book? Because I want to throw it out my window over here. I'm allowing this shit. Yes. Roll me an attack plus your proficiency because the rat doesn't know you're there. Rogue's got a rogue. I love him.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
rat on rat violence.
And let's see what happens.
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Oh,
You're
no.
adding your plus 6 to that, right?
Yes, I rolled a 2.
Oh, dear.
Okay. So, after missing with the rapier and kind of getting fed up because they're all these rats. How could I have missed? And a little bit of frustration, you grab the tail of the closest rat next to you, and you just start swinging it around with full intention of hitting rat after rat, just going crazy. But in your haste to start swinging it around, it's just falling apart as gravity is pulling it around until you just have a rat tail in your hand. I will allow you to use this as a whip if you wish on your next turn.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
The only problem is I don't think we're going to get to Thelma's next turn.
Yeah.
We just witnessed the birth of a new artifact.
Wow. the rat
rat's
tail whip. Gnomes love it.
The
By gnome rogues everywhere.
the necro rat.
Famous by the
food.
great Thelma.
Oh,
Val, it is your turn.
yeah, I'm frustrated for Thelma. I'm just
You
channeling
too.
them all you do. It's very upsetting.
You see the short person failing, and you sympathize with the other short person.
I empathize.
Oh, rat
I all
tails.
sorts of size, but I'm curvy, not stout. So there you are. I'm going to. This is the thing. Okay, let's just put it out there. I'm going to sacred flame these rats, and then I'm going to stomp on them, like casting it. I'm just going to like tap dance on these things in stiletto heels. Like some, I don't know. I'm fed up. Enough with the rats.
Okay.
Flame them and then I
I'm
stomp
so
them
here
out.
for this.
So I don't know what you roll for Sacred Flame, but go for it.
It's a dex save of 14, and if they manage to dodge my sacred flame, I'm gonna stomp on them with my little tappy heels, because those have been much more effective. I love these boots.
4?
4?
4.
You do not. You fry.
So all these
2d8
these little
there.
rats.
Damage this thing.
So good.
Go for it.
With 7 points of damage. And they catch fire. And then I put out the fire by stamping on them.
Roll stomping damage.
Okay. What would be stomping damage?
Probably
I
not
don't
on
know.
attack.
I don't know. Are you what? Wait.
Well, stiletto heels. I mean, maybe call it.
Yeah, what type of shoes are you wearing?
I am wearing heeled boots. Thank you very much. It gives me another 2 inches to my height.
Whatever damage you would get from a dagger, I will allow that with stiletto heels.
You got it. I got 2 heels. I've been killing more rats with
All
this
the women
thing
are like, yeah.
shoes. Oh, that's not very good. It's a 1 and a 2, so that's 3 points. Stomping damage.
With how much with the fire?
That was 7, I believe.
7
So-
plus 3?
Plus 3. 10 points of stomping damage.
Okay, so as the fire spreads, it spreads to more and more of the rats. Some of them scurry off to various parts.
Yeah, burn the
you
place down. Stupid rats.
So you do like what would almost appear as a cha-cha dance, just stomping as quick as you can on these rats.
That's right.
To where it just echoes down the hallways. You do manage to step on several of them. There's a very few that's left unscathed, but there's still a very, very, very small swarm that is going to attack.
I just love the image of the little short gnome and the little short halfling. The last 2 rounds, like here's me the tall elf, and the big dragonborn. We're like carving up these rats with swords and axes, and then there's these 2 little ones, and one of them went and tried to stab one and didn't get it. Just picked up the little thing and started swinging it around, and the other one just puts a little fire on him and then just starts stomping on them all. It's just the little. It's just like us, like huh, huh, and then they're just going yeah.
This is what we get for not doing the dance. See, now we've invented a dance. It'll impress the goats.
It's beautiful. I love this. My ear is gone.
The rats went to attack Val after they set them on fire. And rolled a nat 1.
Ha!
So the fire continues and gets the rest of them on fire. Some of them scatter between the columns. The whole swarm just scatters out. Some of them run past you into the hallway. A couple run up the coffin and into the slit, and you can hear gnawing and crunching.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
I wonder if it's the lady or the rats doing the crunching.
Yeah.
You are now out of initiative.
Oh. There's more than that where that came from.
I go up to Thelma. Excuse me, may I? Pointing at her torn turtleneck.
I'm just gonna be like,
And I just wave my hand over
so
it.
not the rat in my hand.
The rat tail is in your hand.
Rat tail.
I'm just not letting it go.
As she's doing that, I just wave my hand over her turtleneck, and as my hand waves over it, you see it's completely normal. I just replaced it with a turtleneck from an alternate universe that was not damaged with mending.
You see her calm down a little bit, like.
It looks lovely, by the way.
Yeah, it's a different color. I'm not sure how I feel about orange.
Don't worry about that.
So you start hearing clomping coming from the hallway. What the bloody hell is this? And Nathaniel walks in holding a undead rat by the tail. It's just dangling. It's on fire. Still got some flames. The hell is this? It was running around my living room. You were supposed to take. Oh shit! You found the coffin.
Yeah. Also, all the rats were around the coffin. I know you said not to get near the coffin, but kind of all the rats were by the coffin. So it made that difficult.
Murray's just coming out of his rage, and he turns around holding a hammer covered in rat blood. Like,
by the way,
got a little hairy in here.
And I waved my hand over the plaque, and I cast mending again and fixed the plaque.
The plaque says there must always be an occupant.
Oh. So this is like a cursed coffin thing? Someone's always got to be in it, so you put your wife in it?
She was terrible at interior decoration. I was just going to leave her in here until I got things fixed up, and then I was going to surprise her. She gets in the way.
How long ago was that? I turned to her. How long ago was that?
Longer than that wine bottle you're holding.
Oh dear. So
I'm just gonna slowly start like tiptoeing backwards out of the room.
Look, when you're undead, you
Long
lose track of time.
listen, I understand that, but you know, there's procrastinating on a project, and then there's just a project you're never getting done.
You may be right. What do you say, dear? Do you forgive me if I let you out? And you just see a hand just reach through the slit in the coffin, trying to claw at him, even though he's well out of range. I see.
Ooh, that is quite the medal. May I recommend a therapist? I don't know any that would be willing to talk to me, but they might be willing to talk to you.
I have heard of one in this halfling town right down the road. Maybe there.
Counseling. It's wonderful. Give it a try. Maybe she won't kill you when she comes out.
It's a domestic dispute. You just leave it. You just like, let's go.
Also, just a thought: when you're redecorating, maybe consider not having a cursed coffin in your basement that requires you to keep them a prisoner.
It really ties the place together with the columns
I
and the
agree,
torches.
but I feel like you could find a nice iron coffin that wasn't cursed and required you to use somebody. By the way, what happens when there isn't an occupant?
There's always an occupant.
Man, men will literally imprison their undying wives in a cursed coffin in the basement of a crumbling castle for 1,200 years instead of going to therapy.
Listen, I got nothing at this point. I'm sorry. But I will take that bottle of wine to go, and good luck.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
by the way, miss, just so you know, I'm totally on your side here. So if you do ever get out and you do want to go on a streak of vengeance, just know we were just here to kill the rats, and I am doing my best to help you. But he's also a vampire, and we don't really want to get involved. But I mean, best of luck to you. I'm rooting for you. Good luck, and I hope you two find some way to not kill each other.
Again.
So, as you all kind of awkwardly shuffle out of the room.
I don't know that I was going to leave yet. This isn't very nice of Nathaniel to do.
As you all awkwardly shuffle your way out the room and the wall starts closing in behind, Murray, you do turn, you're concerned, and see Nathaniel picks up one of the hands that was cut off from the rat and puts it on the handprint engravement. And the rat hand with the rat, even though it's not attached, start to glow and is teleported and is gone. And all of a sudden, standing in front of the coffin is his wife. As the door shuts, you hear clawing, fighting, screaming, and begging. And that is where we're in tonight's session.
Wait, this entire time he could just put a rat in there?
She kept trying to supervise.
I'm gonna stab him.
Oh yeah, he's terrible. He's absolutely terrible.
Okay, so
he stole curtains. Curtains, for God's sakes.
Plan B: burn the place down. All right.
You absolutely can after you get that wine, if you can find it.
I grabbed that wine, and I still have one third level spell slot left. So I'm just gonna, on our way out, I just look at that basement, and I get ready to cast a fireball. I'm like, I want to do that, but she's down there too.
Yeah, we can't do that with her down there.
And if she gets out of there, she might come find us and kill us. Maybe we let one place not burn? Actually, I have a better idea. And I lead us back down to town where I will burn down that tavern for its horrible
Oh, by the way, so because you went that extra bit, I have to add this because I forgot this earlier.
Oh no, please! I don't actually want to burn it down.
No. Because I forgot this a little bit earlier, and it's fantastic, and I want to add this before we stop. There's a newspaper. A few months later, there's a newspaper that starts circulating around the halfling town as they're rebuilding. And the article on the front reads, along with the armor shop up in Oag, the armor shop titled Victorious Secret that had previously burned down now has a partner in destruction, as the gambling pit is also burned down mysteriously. And that's where we will end tonight's session. I'm Abandoned Dawn. I have been your DM. You can find me at Bowler Baroness on Twitter. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves in a reverse manner as we sign off for tonight. Starting with Jill.
Hi, my name is Jill. I played Thelma tonight. I don't really go on the Twitters, but you can find me on Twitch at Trombongo.
And Jill has been wonderful to grace us with all the gifts from our Slady streams, and we thank you very much for those. Pen?
Hi, my name is +1 Pen of Smiting, and you can find me at +1 Pen of Smiting on pretty much all the socials. And I've recently started doing Twitch, doing live drawings of some of your favorite moments from RPG podcasts and streams, including Sladies. So I'm really pleased to be here, and thank you so much for having me.
Nick?
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm playing Elijah. You can find me on Twitter at Nick Tobacek. Good luck spelling Tobacek. I'll probably put it down in the chat. But you can occasionally find me either here on Craftic doing some form of one shots of this stuff. But yeah, thank you for having me. This was a blast, and yeah, so thank you very much, Amanda, and thank you, Penn, for letting us reprise these characters one more time.
Absolutely. Kevin?
Yeah, I've been Kevin. I'll probably continue to be as well. This is Otto. Yeah, thank you to the Sladies for having this. Thank you, Amanda, for GMing. This was super fun. Everybody to play with, this was hilarious. You can find me on the interwebs at KevBot716. I think that's my Twitter. I don't really use it, but feel free to talk to me. And yeah.
And Nikki, can they hear you if you unmute? Is that still like for you? You've helped out with this just as well.
There's been a secret Nikki running the whole show.
Yeah, they can hear me.
Awesome.
Hi, everybody.
It's your secret Nikki.
It's me, your voice in the sky. Thank you all so much for joining us on this wonderful trip through one-shots on Sladies. Catch us next Friday, where we will actually be on Craftic Studio enjoying wine night with Slady's own Morlisaire, Meg, and with Kayla KMC. It'll be a fun time. It'll be great. And then we'll see you in February when Hunt for the Heart Shirt Season 2 returns.
And that is all. I bid you all good night.
Bye.